Good evening, everybody. This is your host, Kevin, coming in from Wanderer's Haven with a special, cool Halloween one-shot that we are doing here on the channel to celebrate the season. You know, we like to have fun with a bunch of different gaming stuff, and tonight we're going to have a really fun time playing a game that I personally love. I've played it before, and I'm surrounded by some awesome, cool folks who have not, so I can't wait to teach them and you a new game. We are going to be playing Shiver, which is a TTRPG, a tabletop role-playing game that's put out by Parable Press, created by Charlie Menzies and Barney Menzies. It is a role-playing game that allows you to play out your favorite horror movie tropes, and that's what we're going to do tonight. So, as you can see, my esteemed players next to me on this beautiful overlay that our producer Jeremy has made for us. It looks amazing. They will be our cast of characters. We're going to tell a collaborative tale together, and when we do so, we're going to roll some really cool dice, and we'll explain how it all goes as we go along. And I don't know. I look frozen. Do you guys see me still? Do I appear frozen?
No, you appear frozen to me.
But we can hear you. Except maybe not
Oh, you guys
anymore.
can you guys see me? I can't see you guys.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can still
fun.
hear you.
And
Maybe
we
that's how
see
we're
a
on the game,
frozen
just a
picture of
spooky,
you
disembodied
smiling.
Can you all hear me still, though?
Yep.
You didn't actually have to become a ghost to host this one.
Nice. Excellent. Well, apparently we have the Ghost and the Gremlins are coming out at us tonight.
Yes, they have already joined the stream.
I love it. I fear this will be a little bit of a disembodied space. So let me try something very quick, everybody. Sorry for the emotional damage you're all taking. If everybody could, real quick, just go ahead. Let's start right here with Carley, right to my right. Everybody just go through, tell everybody who you are and who you are playing tonight, and then we will get back into the fun in one moment.
All right, yeah. Hi, I'm Carley. I also go by Armadillo Dice. I am a dice maker, friends with this wonderful channel, and the first time I get to play with them, so I'm very excited. Tonight I will be playing Annalise Archer, and she's the smart one, and she knows it. So we have that to look forward to. That's all I got. So I think next, I don't know who's next. I could just choose someone.
Pick somebody, yeah.
Sure. Let's go with
go on over to Sid. Sid, my man, welcome back.
Hey. Am I unmuted now? All right. Hey, I'm Sid, and tonight I'll be playing Lewis Moose Greenaway. Just all around large and in charge, amazing fella. And I think everyone will be really happy to know Moose. And that's all I'm revealing about him tonight. Lou. I pick Lou.
Hi, I'm Lou. I will be playing Beanie. Benjamin Beanie Direwood. He's not happy to be here, but he's here. Yeah. It'd go.
Hi, my name is Ed. I'm playing Riley, who is the popular archetype. This is my first evening on stream with Wanderer's Haven, so I'm thrilled to be here with all you lovely people. And it's my first time playing Shiver, so really looking forward to learning it with all of y'all.
Hi guys, I'm really excited to hang out with everyone and do this. My name's Kozy, and you can find me at twitch.tv/CozyBean. And a little bit about my character is that she is a jock and very strong, but they're hiding the fact that they're not strong on the inside though. So I think that's about all I'm going to say at this time, too. Yeah.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Annika, also known as Anine Wonders on all the socials. This evening, I will be playing Wells, man, and I'm just here to get my creative writing certificate and really ride out this experience that we are all having together. And I think that's a beautiful thing that we should be talking about more. So you should come hang out with Wells if you want to do that sometime. And I'm hoping that perhaps our wonderful GM is going to appear at this exact magical moment so I can just. There he is!
Hey.
Oh, here we go. I'm back, and I am in black by the background. So sorry about that, everybody. I'm not sure what exactly was going on, but you know what? I'm here to make it happen. So everybody can hear me, everybody can see me.
Yes.
Good, because this is the voice in the face of your doom this evening. I'm sure you met these all awesome players while I was away playing and fighting off my own personal demons tonight. It's Halloween. Everybody's entitled to a good scare, right? So here we go. We're going to start in with some Shiver. So sit back, relax, not too much, and let's join these college kids as they're going to go in for a little bit of fun with today's adventure in Shiver, Halloween Horror.
Ooh.
So, indeed. So we come in. Specifically tonight, it is a fall evening. There's a crisp, brisk air that is coming across the campus of, let's call it the University of Michigan. Why not? I live in Michigan. That's where we'll make it. So here we are, Ann Arbor. There's a little bit outside of University of Michigan. There's a party house here. This is a house where actually this home was once previously owned by a fraternity. The fraternity closed down a couple of years ago because COVID-19 wasn't too fun for fraternity life. So they kind of disbanded a little bit. And the house now gets rented out by the student personnel to actually have parties in. It's an interesting locale because although it's far enough away from campus that they don't get in trouble for being loud and raucous, the next door neighbor is in fact the dean of the university, so he gets a little bit chapped that he can't actually do anything about it because it's off of school grounds. So there's a little bit of a give and take with that. But specifically tonight, as we come in, there is a shadow that kind of slowly creeps across the sidewalk that leads up to the front entryway of this double-level house. And as the shadow begins to draw closer, there are leaves that blow across the walkway as well. They blow up against a jack-o'-lantern that is off to the side, and very clumsily, unfortunately, someone who carved said jack-o'-lantern left the knife used for carving stabbed into its top, giving it a little eerie presence of perhaps some violence yet to come. But the shadow just seems to pass on as the moon shifts behind the clouds above. And the shadowed form, we actually see their feet come into view, and we pan up their body to the last of our cast that is coming to the party. Let's have everybody on my screen, please, just roll a skill die. A skill die is one of the two dice that we use in Shiver. We have skill dice, which are d6s with specialty dice symbols upon them that match the correlating attributes of the game. And there's also talent dice, which are d8s. So let's have everybody roll a talent die. If anybody rolls a strange symbol, which is the purple eyeball with an S in it, let me know. I see a brain and a light bulb, which is our smart symbol. I see another smart symbol. Oh, we got somebody rolling the D8. I love. Oh, there's a strange symbol. Who just rolled that? Riley. Oh my, Mr.
Oh,
Popular,
boy.
last of the party. I love that. So, as we pan up, we see Riley Prince. Riley Prince is, in fact, Mr. Popular here of the student body. So it's interesting. Now, Riley, Ed, if you could tell us a little bit about Riley as we see him for the first time. Is he arriving late on purpose, or is this a fashionable thing?
This is pretty typical for Riley, actually, and not because he likes making people wait for him, but just because he likes getting involved in everything, and he's always stretched thin. So he's just always running late because he's probably like double booked on parties, and he's just coming from another one.
Okay, nice, absolutely. And your appearance in this night, how are you dressed when we see you?
I think I'm dressed like a vampire. I've got a long, flowing cape and a top hat and some pale face paint on. trying to do my best vampire impression.
Amazing. It's a Halloween costume. I love it. Halloween party.
Mhm.
Excellent. So yeah, you move up to the front door, and as you do, the door actually opens on its own accord. You can see inside there that the party is pretty large, but there are several students that are just inside the door who, when they see you, hey, they start throwing some popcorn, some food, some chips in the air. There's one guy who takes a beer and actually, shakes it up and releases his thumb and sprays all over the place. A cascade that goes down all over the place. Doesn't hit you, obviously. He wouldn't dare. But these are some other local popular guys that you're friends with. Chip and Chuck and Chad are all here together, and they all are, celebrating that you've arrived. As you arrive, you notice off to the side, the house next door, the front porch light snaps on, and you see a man storm out the front door. He's wearing a bathrobe. It's like a dark color. You can't really see it in the moonlight, but the light of his porch illuminates his face. He's a middle-aged guy. He's balding. He has glasses. He has a very closely cropped goatee that he thinks he's covering up with Just for Men, but you know that it's salt and peppered. And even though he has the bathrobe type of situation on, it looks like underneath he still has a shirt and a tie on. You recognize this is Dean Winters, and Dean Winters looks over to you, and he looks like he's about to yell and say something. Sees it's you. Oh, man, you kids. You're lucky we're not at school. You're lucky we're not back on the campus.
I think Riley gives him his biggest, most genuine grin and waves. Hey, Dean! Happy Halloween!
Oh, yeah, he mutters something to himself as he goes back in. You hear his door slam hard enough that there's some sort of I don't necessarily want to say a wreath, but there's some sort of decoration on the front that falls off of it and slaps on the ground and breaks. And you turn back into the party. Everyone else out of the six of you, so all five of the other characters, are all already here in the party. So as Riley enters in, dressed as a vampire, let's have the next player who we're going to see, the next character who comes into view, which will actually be our good friend, Moose. Moose, you are within the party. What exactly are you doing when we see you for the first time? And tell us a little bit about what you look like.
All right. So what you see come with when the camera pans into view is an absolute unit. 6'4", 6'5" on a good day, just large and in charge. Big fella. I'm wearing a Scouts uniform, like Boy Scouts. Scouts uniform with one of those raccoon, wilderness explorer hats.
Oh, like a buckskin cap, kind of.
Yeah.
Nice.
And just adorned. His sash is adorned with with pins and patches, because Moose is a nationally ranked junior and senior marsupial scout.
Nice.
He just wears his uniform every Halloween. And currently I'm just putting coasters under every all the drinks on all the tables. Like, come on guys, you just gotta use the coasters. But it's okay, there's no problem. I'll take care of it for you. And I'm just running around the party, just saying hi to people and just putting coasters. Absolutely. Engaging in conversations, but mostly focused on the coasters. So people are talking to him and he's answering, I'm answering, but I'm just putting a coaster under there and just, there we go. That's, you just gotta protect the furniture.
Absolutely. So I was going to mention that you are in a costume too, but you called it a uniform, not a costume. So you're not in a costume?
Uniform. Strictly uniform.
Interesting. So as we pull away from Moose, we pull over to another member of the party. This is a figure who is off to the side. And Kozy, if you could tell us a little bit about your character. What is she doing when we first view in on her over on the other side of the room? The main living room area of the house here.
All right, so you kind of start panning towards me and you see me kind of just chilling, but kind of with the group, but not really with the group. And just kind of, nodding along with conversations and stuff and drinking out of a red Solo cup, but just water. But wants to be part of it and doesn't want to be different than everyone else, wants to fit in really bad. And I am, with my other hand, just doing this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm just in my regular clothes. I'm just in my regular clothes because I was too busy.
Yes, and your regular clothes are what exactly? What are you wearing specifically?
Just like in my miniature that I'm wearing right now, just workout clothes.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm too busy. I didn't have time to change and do a Halloween costume. So.
Oh, interesting. So we have yet another person not in a costume. Interesting.
Yep.
Yes, as you're doing some curls, getting some bicep curls in, directly across from you, leaning up against the wall, I would think, maybe taking in the whole room, facing the door, we'll notice, is another figure who has a little bit of a dark, brooding look upon them. So, Lou, tell us a little bit about your character, if you could. Tell us a little bit about Benny.
Benny is, I didn't mention this before, Benny is the outcast. The only reason that he is here at this party is because his older sister dragged him here. Because she gets invited to everything, and they're of the dire woods, and if she makes him come along because, appearances and stuff. And
sure.
He doesn't want to be here. He's drinking. He probably just come back from having a smoke, so he probably smells like cigarette smoke. Very low effort costume. He's dressed like a male character in a CW show, like crew cut jeans, just a basic shirt. Yeah. He has veneer fangs in, and that's it.
Nice. Oh, so another vampire at the party.
Looking around.
Excellent. And we notice that actually he is being given a wide berth. Even your sister who dragged you to the party, she's off on the other side of the room. She's not paying any attention to you because even though you're an outcast, a little bit of a social pariah, she's not apparently, right? Because she still gets invited to everything. So she's on the other side of the room, kind of partying and talking with some boys and some girls, and you're kind of just doing your own thing. Because you're the outcast, I want to take a moment real quick. What exactly do you think when you look upon the others here? What sort of opinion do you have of the student body, that kind of treats you differently since you've went away and come back?
It's kind of that thing, that feeling where you're like, you've experienced something so much more. I guess it feels like Benny feels like he's experienced something that's so much more in the real world than anyone else in this room, and everything here is kind of just like frivolous and meaningless.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of where his head's at. Like he just kind of looks down on all of it a little bit, but not from he thinks he's better than these people. That he thinks these people could be doing better.
I got you. Very interesting. Yeah, so you kind of just take it all in and keep to yourself doing what it is you do best, which is looking cool and holding the wall up. Right next to you, there is a doorway that leads to the kitchen area, and out of the kitchen area is a figure who comes in, stumbles for a second, but actually rights themselves as they bump into another figure who was about to pass by Benny and go into the kitchen. So the figure who was about to go into the kitchen, as we see them, is a figure who is got glasses, is a little bit unsure maybe of themselves. Carley, tell us a little bit about your character, Annalise, if you could.
For sure. So my character is kind of in a similar boat to Moose in that they're wearing a costume, but it's actually a uniform. She is wearing scrubs and like a doctor's coat but she wears these to her internship because she's a pre-med student and she's interning at the hospital. But they said a costume, and this is all she had. And she really doesn't understand how she got here or why she's here. She doesn't really like parties. So she's going to the kitchen because it's a new spot in the house that she hasn't been, and she figures if she's gone everywhere in the house, then she can leave.
Ah, nice. Okay. Interesting. Interesting tactic. I like it. The figure that you bump into is a figure who could not be more unlike you. This figure is a guy. He's got long hair that's kind of coming out of his beanie he's got on. He has a very distinct scent upon him that might smell like a certain type of special brownies that you know to avoid. So, Annika, tell us about Wells. Tell us what exactly he's doing in the kitchen. Why is he coming out here now? Why did he almost plow through Annalise?
So seemingly talking to somebody, but really it's just him talking to himself. He was knee deep saying, like, and that's why the deep state doesn't want anyone to know about chaga. It's so good for you. That's why I added it to these snacks that I made. It makes it so good for you. Really releases those antioxidants so you can benefit from all those health things. Oh, jeez. What's going on?
You
Hey there.
should watch where you're going.
Well, you should watch out for the government.
Why should I watch out for the government?
Because the deep state doesn't want you to know about certain things. And if you fall into their government traps...
Okay. Why don't you tell him? And she points him to the person that's right next to us. Lou's character. Can't remember. Benny. Because he's right there next to the doorway. And I'm just like, why don't you tell him about it? And just keeps walking.
Oh, here we go. Here's what I would like to do. If we could, let's do our first actual roll for characters. And interestingly enough, it's going to be PvP rolls. Let's have, if we could, Annalise, give me a heart roll. What you're going to do is you're going to roll, if you look at your heart score on your sheet, it's one of the 6 attributes that you have there. You have a certain number there. That's the number of skill dice you're going to roll, which is the D6. Do you happen to have a talent in that? I would doubt not because you're a nerd. But
I do not, and I don't have a way to add a talent to it.
That's fine.
It's not applicable.
Sure. So, what's your number there in your?
It's a 3.
It's a 3. So go and roll the 3 of the skill dice, and folks at home, you will see the special dice roller we're using, DD Dice, is going to actually have those symbols go across the screen with her dice. You'll notice that there are no heart symbols on the dice she rolled. So, unfortunately, that means no success. So, when you say that, let's have, let's have Wells roll we'll call it a heart roll too. We'll see how you do. Same thing. So, what's your heart score?
3.
3. Okay. Do you have any talent in heart?
No.
Talent dice. Okay. Go and roll the 3 6s as well. And again, we'll see that on the screen. Okay. No heart symbol there. So there's no success to no success. So we'll kind of let you guys decide how that happens. However, we will notice that upon these rolls, there are 2 strange symbols, those purple eyeballs with the S in the middle. That means we have to take a moment to focus on the Doom Clock. The Doom Clock is a special mechanic that is featured within the Shiver role-playing game. What happens is our story tonight is told with a finite amount of time before, well, the bad stuff happens, and our heroes don't necessarily win the day. This is the moment when, Leatherface gets you, when, Freddy pulls you through a bed, who knows? This is the bad stuff. So on our Doom Clock, because of those 2 eyeball symbols, we're going to have 2 little pips. Boop, boop, click down and pull us away, and one step closer to midnight, which will be when the end of our tale will commence. So keep an eye on that, everybody, to make sure we know what's going on with that. So that happens. So the 2 of you go. How do you resolve this? There's not really a mechanic to say one of you wins over the other. So I think maybe you guys just kind of look at each other. Maybe there's a confusion. What do you guys think?
Well, when introduced to Benny, Wells just instantly transitions like, well, he knows all about the deep state. Like, Benny knows, right, Benny?
Wait, you know him? Oh. Look, I really just want to go to the kitchen. Can I?
Oh, I can go with you. Yeah, let's all go together.
Sure. Fine. Okay. And she just starts walking towards the kitchen.
Annalise walks into the kitchen. Wells just turns right around, goes into the kitchen. Benny, do you accompany them into the kitchen, or are you just kind of nonplussed by this?
I said, I'll see you in there, and then I walk in the other direction.
Excellent. As you go walk in the other direction, you are going to pass by our jock that we saw earlier, Abigail Archer. As you walk past her, Abby, you are looking after Annalise as you watch her go into the kitchen with a boy. You're not sure what's going on with your sister and why she's going into the kitchen with a boy. So how do you react to this when you see Benny approaching you?
My interest is piqued, and I am tuning out the conversation with everyone in the group that I'm kind of standing with, chatting with, and I'm just really interested, and I start moving in that direction.
Okay.
Just kind of get a peek what's going on.
Absolutely. As you pass by Benny, the two of you just kind of pass each other. There's just a moment where you just happen to notice each other. It's nothing, drastic. Just two of our main characters just passing by in these strange moments that happens in that movie before the real stuff happens. You walk past, and right as you get to the door, we kind of come back to the front door where. Still at the front door, Riley, you're standing there. You look over, you see Moose is standing next to the coffee table that you're standing next to. The guy is that Chad, we'll call him, who has finished spraying his beer. Is like, oh man, you look great in your costume, man. I missed the memo. I'm not wearing a costume. You look, see, he's dressed up like a football player. So man, I really wish I would have thought of that. But dude, you look awesome, man. Badass. The makeup looks great, dude.
Thanks, Chad. I just got over from Alpha Tau's party. Those guys, they just go absolutely all out. It's crazy. I swear to God, every one of them looks like professional cosplayers. So it was just a absolutely wild time. But I hope I'm not too late here. Are folks still around? Are y'all having a good time?
Oh man, we were having the best time, and dude, that frat house, man, their parties are off the sick chain, dude. I cannot believe you got in there. We didn't get invited. But, it's cool. It's cool. We're hanging out with this guy here. Have you met Moose? He's awesome, man. He's got this really funny story. Tell him the funny story about how you had to make a toilet out of a tree, man. Tell him. It was awesome.
Putting a coaster under the beer. I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, sorry about that. What story? What?
Yeah, you said you went camping, man. And then one of the other guys chimes in. This is, maybe it was Chet, he told you his name was? Yeah, dude, like, you totally told us about the time you went camping. And
yeah, so I wasn't camping. Yeah, I wasn't camping. So this is what happened. So the Marsupial Scouts, we had an excursion out in the woods. And we were supposed to stay at this campsite, but our scoutmasters thought, why stay at a campsite when we've been training and practicing and learning all these different camping and survival tricks. So we decided to just camp out in the woods, but then some of the other guys, they realized that we don't have a toilet. So what we did was we cut down this tree. It was a pretty small tree. It wasn't that bad. It didn't really have any it didn't affect the environment too much. So yeah, we cut down this tree, hollowed out the stump, and made a toilet. That's about it. There's not really much to the story.
Dude,
if you want,
it
I
sounded
can.
way cooler before, man. Like the way you were saying it sounded like it was intense. It was extreme. It was super. Oh, man, you should have been here to hear it, Riley. It was just way better before, dude. I mean,
we were 13. Some guys had to poo, so we made a toilet. I'm not sure. It was pretty cool to me. That sounds pretty awesome. I don't know. I can show you right now.
Oh, maybe not right now, but like, did you have to do stuff to like keep like bears or animals or stuff like that from picking up on it and killing all y'all?
Yeah, we burnt it.
Ooh.
you burnt your poop, man. Oh, that's crazy.
Oh,
This guy parties, dude. It's
Yeah, we had to make sure we were upwind, so everything went downwind, and it drove off the smell of the smoke drove off any predators that may or may not have come by.
Oh shoot! Wait! Hey, wait! Look, check it out. It's Benny Dyerwood, man. That guy's back. I heard that guy went to juvie in Australia, man.
Juvie in Australia? I thought
Yeah.
he went to the Peace Corps.
I don't know. Wait, don't look. He's coming this way. He's coming this way. And Benny, where were you going specifically when you were trying to walk away from the two going into the kitchen?
Probably back outside somewhere. There's usually an area where people will be like sitting outside, and it's generally quieter in house parties outside than inside. So I'm probably heading back to a slightly quieter area.
Yeah, absolutely.
I call out to him and wave.
Nope.
Not that I know who they are. Hey, Benny.
Benny, do you recognize Moose?
Does Moose wear the scout outfit often?
Just a hat.
Just the hat?
Yeah, so he wears a different uniform, other days, but well, different clothing / uniform other days, but the scout uniform was specifically because it was a Halloween party, and he never dresses up as anything else but a scout.
Yeah, I think the weird kid who wears a Boy Scout hat is probably someone who he at least recognizes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So yeah, you might not know Moose, but you've definitely seen him around before. You recognize that hat and the fact that he's enormous. He's this big, tall refrigerator of a guy wearing a hat that looks made out of a raccoon. It's really weird. So yeah, you recognize him. You know who he is. Maybe not personally, but
We'll walk over. I'm just gonna walk over and I'm just gonna walk over and say, yeah, what?
These guys said you went to juvie in Australia. Is that true?
Did you say the guy's name was Chet?
yeah, you think it might have this guy. You think his name might be Chad, Chuck, something like that.
I look at him and I just go, well, I didn't know I didn't know. No.
I'm just big smile the entire time. Well, that's all right. That's cool. Either way, you're a good guy.
You don't know me.
Just thumbs up. I can see it in your eyes. You're a good guy.
The other three
And
guys
thumbs
that are
up.
standing there with Riley are just kind of like they're trying to not be seen by what's going on with this right now. Riley, how do you react to this? Because you're standing right there too.
I think I'm taking like a closer look at Benny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna. Are you okay, man? Because like I had heard that you were like doing like volunteer shit down in Nicaragua, but now I think maybe that was bullshit. What's going on? What's happening with you? You doing okay?
How about I write down on a piece of paper what I was doing for the last 10 months? Someone will have to read it to Chet. And then the rest of you can stop talking about it. And I'm going to turn around and walk away.
All right. You start going towards the front door again?
Yeah.
Okay. You cross over to the front door. When you reach for the front door knob and you go to open the door to leave, you find that the door is locked. We're going to cut it into the kitchen. Right as we have Abigail Archer is going to come into the kitchen. As you come in, you see your sister, and you've seen Wells before. Wells, Jeff Baki, you know who this dude is. They are standing around an island in the middle of the kitchen. What does she see the two of you doing immediately as she walks in?
Oh, I'm getting some water for Wells.
Yeah, right.
Who is opening a cabinet, and for all that this house is rented, he's reaching into this cabinet quite comfortably, and he actually lifts a panel that you probably didn't notice was there, and reaches into a secret space where he pulls out a plate of cookies and he offers one to her.
How about you take this and I'll take that? She takes
No.
a cookie and hands you the cup.
Mhm.
Yeah. Good.
That is water, but she doesn't say that it's water. She just hands you a cup that has a clear liquid in it.
Yeah.
You know, hydration is important, and that's why I wanted to make a point to add ashwagandha to this batch, because ashwagandha is really good for memory retention. And you don't want any more, and he kind of gestures to the room, and whenever whoever takes whatever, he then puts the plate back, replaces that secret space, and then closes the cabinet.
When he replaces the plate, the cookie just goes into a pocket, and she doesn't even eat it. It just goes into a pocket.
Nice.
Absolutely. Which he's
Absolutely.
oblivious to, as he's just talking about the health benefits of ashwagandha and other mushrooms.
Right, sure. So, Abigail, as you walk in, Abby, what do you say? What do you do when you see the two of them standing there having this exchange?
Oh, hey guys. What you doing?
Hi. Checking out the party.
I see that. This is where the party's at. For sure.
Right. What are you doing here?
I just wanted to see what you guys were up to. I overheard your conversation a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Right.
I think you should loosen up a bit, Annie.
Yeah, that's why
I don't like to be called Annie.
Oh,
It's Annalise.
yeah.
Wells knows about ashwagandha. That's actually legit. You should try that cookie.
Why don't you talk to Wells and I'll not?
You know, you don't have to separate yourself from society to make your point known. You could just tell us how you really feel.
I really feel like I don't want to be in the same room with you, Abby.
Whoa, that's heavy.
Can I please have the sisters make me a grit roll?
Oh, God.
Yeah, grit is your how tough you are, how how composed you are in this specific moment, and so you're going to roll the number you have for your grit score, which is a little fist symbol, and you're going to look for the number of fists on your skill dice. If you have talent, you roll talent dice as well for any roll within the game. So if you happen to have a talent die, you can roll that too. All right, so Annalise has no successes on that. And we have our other player. Looks like, it's covered up a little bit by my thing here. So it looks like there is one fist, so that's one success. And then there is a star on the talent symbol, which is another success. And there is a strange eye, which will be another point on the doom clock. So we are ticking ever closer to these moments that will affect all of your fates tonight. In this moment, you kind of win this little exchange, I guess you could say, Abby. And what happens then?
Does the luck symbol mean anything? Does that do anything for me?
Yeah, you know what? I did not mention that. If you roll the luck symbol, which is our clover-looking symbol, you are able to, even if that's not the symbol that you need, you can bank it into your pool of luck points. Every character has this pool of luck points. They can add a luck into the pool. They can use that for a roll later. Basically, you get an extra die for a roll. Typical players can only hold one. For the special one shot, you all get two. And Wells is a fool character, which has an excess of luck. So they can actually hold three. So keep that in mind. But yeah, so you could put a point of luck into your luck pool to use for a roll that is coming up. And that can be any roll. You can just add an extra die to it. So
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Continue with winning this round of sister v sister.
You're saying I'm winning or you're winning?
Winning. You rolled better.
Yes, you got you got more successes. Yep.
Okay. So, I think if everyone's here to have a good time, we should just have a good time, right, guys?
Yeah, I'm always having a good time. Spending time with you every day is such a gift.
Yeah, why don't we spend this time away from Abby. Come on, Wells. And I'm going to start dragging Wells into the backyard.
All right,
Okay.
I'll be here.
Right on. See you later.
Still doing curls. When the two of you get to the back door of the house, which leads out to the backyard, which one of you touches the door handle?
Probably me.
Okay. When you touch the door handle, you try to turn the door, you find that the door is locked. In this moment, there is suddenly a shift in the air that you all palpably feel. It feels almost like somebody turned a heater on someplace. The air gets a lot warmer, and the lights all throughout the house flicker and dim for a second. Everything takes on a very deep crimson glow, almost as if all of the lights throughout the house have red bulbs instead of the white or yellow filament bulbs. And there is this eerie light that streams through everything. Somewhere around you all, you feel like there's somebody watching you. It's really disturbing. Let's have everybody in the group please make a strange roll. So you're all going to roll the number you have for your strange die. Again, that is the eyeball with a little S or your purple symbol. And we're going to need to see who has successes. If you have talent in that, again, you can roll your talent dice for successes. And if you could just, everybody tell me the number of strange symbols that you have, whether it's 0, 1, 2, whatever, or if you have any spot on talent die. I don't believe everybody in this group has talent for strange, but I could be mistaken.
That would be one success for Riley.
Okay, so that's 1 for Riley.
That's a nothing for Annalise.
Okay.
1 for Benny.
Benny, 1. Okay.
None
making
for
a note.
Moose.
None for Moose?
None for Moose.
Okay. Anybody else have any successes?
I have 2, I think, because we
Wells?
need the strange symbol.
Yes, the eyeball symbol.
Yeah, so I have 2 of those, and I rolled a luck, so I get to bank 1 point.
Yeah, okay, great. So then you have 2. And is that everyone then? That's all of you.
We're supposed to just get a strange.
Yeah,
Or
the number of eyeball symbols. Yeah, strange or the weird luck. Yeah, the weird attribute. Yep. Okay, so just the 4 points of it, and only the 3 of you got successes. Riley and Benny each got 1. Wells got 2. Is what I'm getting. Okay.
Yep.
So in this moment, the doom clock will tick down 5 more points, drawing us ever closer to our impending doom. So as we have this moment where you all try to kind of get your bearings about yourself, because you're all of a sudden very confused, very disoriented about what's going on, Riley and Benny, the 2 of you, kind of standing across this little group from one another, you lock eyes with each other in this moment. And in this moment, you both see each other in a different light. As you look upon one another, you each see the other with scrapes or cuts, bruises. Maybe it looks like you've been through a fight. Maybe it's even been with each other. You don't quite know. Wells, by the back door, you see, right on the other side of the glass, as Annalise is trying to open the door, there is a figure standing there looking in. This figure is shrouded all in black. They almost look like a shadow with form standing on the other side of the window, looking in with deep, yellow, burning eyes. And you hear something in your mind, "You will never leave." Flick, 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 flick. All the lights zoom back up into regular view. And when they do, you look around the room, and every other student who is at this party is lying on the floor unconscious, except for those of you who are here in this group right now. So, what happens?
Did you see the yellow-eyed guy? Shadow Man?
No. Abby! Abby! I'm going to start running to find Abby.
Okay.
I check on Chuck, Chad, and Chet.
Okay. You turn
I'm
back
here.
around. You turn back around, and Abby is just on the outside of the door. Maybe she turned around to leave or whatever when you guys went to go outside. So you run into her very quickly. The 2 of you are there, and you reunite very quickly here on the other side of the kitchen while Wells is by the back door. Wells, when you look out the back door again, that figure's gone. You just see the outside, but it looks like there's a really deep fog outside the house.
Okay, guys, who's doing this?
We need to get out of here.
Uh,
Let's go try the front door. The back door's locked.
We need to find out who's pranking us right now.
We need to get out of here. Everybody else is unconscious. Wait. I'm gonna pull out my phone and I'm gonna try and call 911.
They're just playing. They're just trolling us.
Since you're going to try to roll, I need you to roll a luck roll, please, Annalise. And we will get to the group in the living room in just one moment.
All right.
The luck
I
is going to roll for the
will.
green symbol if you can.
Yes, and I am going to add my luck point to that.
That's perfect. You can do
roll
that.
for 4.
Adding the luck
Yes.
point doesn't give you a luck success. It just lets you
Mhm.
roll another skill die, so the folks
Yep.
at home know what we're rolling here. So you're going to roll whatever your
Oh,
luck skill
2.
is. 2. Excellent. Cool. You can only bank 1 luck point each roll. So even though you just got 2 and you're allowed to have up to 2, you can only take 1 back. Even though you just spent it, you could take the 1 back. So that's fine. And you did get 2 successes, which is enough to have success. Your phone goes, and there's a long pause, almost as if you don't have service, but then something clicks through, and it goes off. Who were you calling specifically?
Calling 911.
Okay. There's a moment, and then 911, what's your emergency?
I'm at a party and I list the address and, well,
Oh, yes, we know that house.
almost everybody went unconscious.
Yes, that's Party House. We're aware of that house. Are you alone in the house?
No, there's a lot of us, but there's only, 6 of us that are everybody just went unconscious. They're all at the same time. Something's
Oh.
happening.
Okay,
It's the deep state.
No.
if you could,
So-
please roll a heart roll for me.
Okay. I will also add my luck die to this roll.
Excellent.
I got 1 heart and I got 1 luck, so I get my
1
luck
heart
back.
and 1 luck. Okay. And that was actually my bad. I'm supposed to tell you the difficulty before you roll in case you guys want to add stuff, but that's fine. It would have been 2, but with the luck, you could bank that luck, even though you just spent it again. You get it back now.
Mhm.
You hear your phone suddenly kind of have a staticky kind of effect, and then the person on the other line is, "We understand. We will get there when we're able to. We don't really appreciate prank calling."
Hey,
on a night
this
like
is not a prank. This is not a prank. We need help. We're locked in.
Okay, well, we will send a team when we are able to, and your phone hangs up.
What do you mean locked in?
The back door is locked.
At this realization, we cut to the living room as everybody else is around. Down, the music is still playing, but it's weird. It sounds like it's discordant. It sounds like it's coming through a filter or something. It's like you can't quite hear it as well as you could before. So those of you in the group, Riley, Benny, Moose, still conscious, you look down at the 3 guys on the floor around you. The rest of the party is all down, draped over couches or on the floor. There's even a couple who were starting to get amorous who are like falling down on top of the coffee table and look like they're out of it now. So I believe you said you wanted to check the Ch group on the floor, correct, Moose?
Yeah, check on them. Deliver medical aid, as is Scout bylaws number 37.
Of course, yeah. Please make a smarts roll.
Some parties. All right.
Smarty party.
That's a fail.
Okay. No
With
successes, however.
no
too
successes. Too strange.
The doom clock continues to click on one and all. The room shifts slightly, almost like that strange effect that the air has when there's heat and you look at the horizon and it kind of waves a little bit. That permeates throughout the living room. You can see that the people who are down across the floor, maybe the walls themselves, you can see the stereo that's playing the music. It goes from a typical as it's warped, as this effect kind of simmers around through the living room. And you look down, you can't tell. You don't feel a pulse, whether they're dead or not. You're not sure, man. What are Benny and Riley doing in this moment?
The first thing I do is I try the door handle again,
Mhm.
make sure it's still locked,
Yeah, it is locked.
And then I want to grab a chair and throw it through a window.
Okay. You go over to a chair that's nearby. Won't be hard to do. There's actually there's an empty one next to a guy who's slumped over in one. Any other time, this would just look like a guy who had too much to drink at a party and he's passed out. But you're worried it might be more. You grab a hold of the chair. It's like a wooden chair, like a regular table chair you'd have at like the dinner table, and you chuck it through the window. Make a grit roll for me, please. Testing your strength in this moment. Okay. Now, on your talent die, the star symbol does count as a success for any symbol. So, even though you didn't get a grit symbol, you did get a star on your talent die. So, you do, in fact, get one success with that. Which, unfortunately, is not enough to break the window. But you throw the chair, and as it slams into the window, there was a crack that forms up the center, and the chair splinters and falls down to the floor, taking out part of a little table that's got like maybe a plant on it. Needs to be watered really bad, but it knocks it over and dirt flies all over the floor. The chair is pretty much in splinters at this point, and the window is cracked. Just outside the window, you see that there is a rolling fog that comes almost up to the edge of the glass. How about you, Riley?
I think Riley was like halfway over towards Moose, wanted to sort of check like whether these folks are all right. But then like Benny started ripping the place apart, and Riley was like, "Whoa, what the fuck, man? Like, what's going on? What are you doing?"
Not cool, man. Don't kill the party buzz, dude. Right.
You ever watch a movie and someone's locked in a house and we're locked in the house and like, how do we get out of the house?
Wait,
how
what?
do we get out of the house? And your first thought is
Locked?
just break a window. The door's locked.
I think
But
Riley
you
heads
ever
over
have
and wants
that-
to like check it
you're
for
like-
himself.
Like watching
Oh,
a
sure.
movie and you're like, people are like, I'm trapped in this house. How do we get out of this house? And it's like, you could just break the window is massive. Throw something through the window. I thought that was where I was going with that.
As you get to the door, Riley, you try to open it. It's locked.
I think like Riley just gets like goosebumps, and like he goes over and like he stands next to Benny at the window and just like takes a minute, like not just to look at the damage, but to look outside.
You look outside, and you do see the rolling fog, as I mentioned, is creeping up against the window. Are you trying to look, like really take a moment to look outside and see what's going on, or did you just glance to see what's going on?
No, to like actually taking a moment, like if there's anything in the fog, any people, any lights, anything moving. This is fucking weird.
Okay. Make a smarts roll for me, please, if you could.
That would be one success.
Okay, in fact, you do get one success. The doom clock does continue, however, and as you look outside, you see what looks like somebody walking through the fog. Very slowly, you see a figure. This figure is probably close to 6 feet. Oh, wait, they're stepping a little bit closer. 6.5, even closer. This figure has got to be over 7 feet tall. This guy would be on the basketball team if this was a student. But you can tell by the massive, broad shoulders of the figure and the fact that when they slowly turn to regard you and their bright, glowing yellow eyes bore into yours, that this isn't a student. This is not somebody who is part of the team. If you could, please, I need you to make a heart roll or a strange roll. I'm going to let you decide. Now notice, if you make a strange roll, you could get successes, but you will add to the doom clock. The heart roll, you might be able to have successes too, but it might be safer. But it's up to you.
Amazingly, no successes.
No successes. And your talent die, so I'm guessing you rolled hearts on that, is going to actually give 2. So we have the doom clock continuing to click down 1 more point, 1 more little pip for each one of those strange symbols. As you look at the doom clock, folks at home, you'll see that it is drawn ever closer to that mark that will depict the first event of the night. So you get terrified all of a sudden, Riley. You break out into a cold sweat. I need you to tell me right now, what is your deepest fear It could be something that the whole group knows. It could be something that only you know and have never told anyone. But what is your deepest fear as a character in this moment?
Riley's deepest fear is that he's going to turn around and there's going to be no one left in the room with him.
I see. You're afraid to turn around for a moment, Riley, but do you?
I think if Benny was like standing next to me at the window, like before I turn around, I like reach out and just like try to put my hand on his shoulder before I then turn around and look back.
Benny, where you're standing kind of next to him, you see him slowly reach out with a shaking hand. And he puts a hand and he reaches, and it basically settles on the shoulder of your leather jacket. You feel him standing there, Riley.
Yo, man, I don't
you
think that guy
feel
out
it?
there is a student.
Yeah, the yellow eyes kind of a clue.
Yes, because when you look outside, you don't see the full shape of the figure. You just see those yellow eyes burning into the fog as they fade away from the door. Moose, you come up behind them and you see that they're both looking outside. As Benny, what were you about to say?
I would like to go to the kitchen and look for a weapon.
Okay. You turn and start heading towards the kitchen. When you get about halfway across the room, there are three figures who come out of the kitchen in a hurry. And when they do, the other group comes out. So the group is kind of semi-reunited here in the living room area. You're stepping over bodies. Those of you who are in the kitchen, there were a couple of other, I guess you could say, students, maybe like 2 or 3, who were sitting at a table playing some cards or something. But when you come out here, you see the rest of the party here. They are just all draped over things, knocked out, like I mentioned, and you see these other 3 here that are not knocked out, and you almost run into Benny as he is approaching the kitchen.
What's the big
We
idea,
gotta get out of
guys?
here.
This isn't funny.
I just continue to the front door. I'm gonna
No,
try
don't
it
go.
the
There's
front
some fucking monster with like yellow fucking glowing eyes out there.
Oh,
A
you
monster?
saw Shadow Man!
Like a legit monster. Tell him, Benny.
Yeah, it's
Look.
not good.
The back door's locked. I tried to call the police. They're not sending anybody, and I'm trying the front door.
The front door's locked. I tried to smash a window.
Do we try the hinges?
What?
Hinges on a door?
Yeah.
Pop them off?
I could try it.
I think she's watched one too many of those, like, true crime documentaries.
Have you never looked at how a door is put on a wall? You just unscrew the hinges.
No, I get it, but I left my screwdriver in my other cloak.
How are you supposed to?
Oh, you need a
unscrew the
screwdriver?
hinges if
You
the
don't
door
need a
closed?
screwdriver.
I pull out a.
Aren't the hinges in the frame?
I could.
Pull out a multi.
I go over and I don't have a screwdriver, but I bet I have like a dime or something in my pocket, and I'm gonna just take a dime and start unscrewing the screws on the hinges.
Yeah, as you pull out the dime, you do see the Moose holds up a screwdriver. He's got one of those like Letterman tools where it's got
it slowly comes in the frame. I think this will be a little bit better than a dime.
Why don't you start on the top hinges? I can't reach those.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Because you two are working together on this, you can assist each other in this role if you'd like to. One of you would take the main role, which in this case would be wit, and the other one can basically roll a single die to determine if it is another success or not.
Hey.
Okay, what's your wit?
3. I got 3 in wit.
Same, but I do have a luck, so I guess I could roll the 4 and you could assist with an extra dice.
That could be one way to do. Yeah, sure. Yeah, so let's have Annalise go and roll 4 skill. If you have a talent in the specific attribute, you can roll that too.
You did not get a wit. I did get 2 luck and 1 strange.
Okay, so you get
So
a
I
luck
banked
back.
that luck back.
Yeah, you bank that luck back. And what is your assist roll, if you could, please, Moose? You just roll a single? Oh, boy.
Strange. Yay.
So if I'm not
Woo!
mistaken, that is 2
Yep.
strange. And because it's from 2 different characters, it's going to get a little bit strange here. As you both move towards the door, Moose, you at the top, and Annalise, you crouch down at the bottom, and you start trying to take the dime and wedge it and try to get in there to unscrew some things. Moose, you click out the right kind of screwdriver, start trying to get some things. As you start unscrewing the door, everyone suddenly hears what sounds like many, many footprints, footfalls of something running around upstairs. And then you hear like kind of noises coming from upstairs as well. And then it sounds like something really loud hits into something with a poof. So much so that the door actually on its hinges.
Maybe don't take the door off its hinges right now.
I want to get out of here.
I want to find out who's behind this. This isn't funny.
What is this fucking Scooby-Doo? You want to find out who's behind this?
Oh, I like Scooby-Doo.
This is obviously a prank.
It's not a prank. These people are unconscious.
I mean, someone just slipped a little something in their drinks. I don't know.
And they all went unconscious at the exact same time, Abby? I
What
don't
do you guys
so.
think? That just shadow people exist? No offense, Twells.
None taken.
I don't know what it is. All I know is I need to get out of here.
I'm going to go and grab a knife from the kitchen.
One slowly comes into frame. Yeah, you can have this one.
I love it.
Is it like a little pocket knife, or is it like a?
No, it's well, it's not a big, Crocodile Dundee machete,
Yeah.
but it's
That's a knife.
he called that a knife. No, it's just regular, a little bit bigger than a 3-inch one, but it's not huge. It's just
Yeah, it's like a 6-inch blade, we'll say.
yeah, 6-inch survival knife.
Yeah, something
You
would
can
use.
hold on to that one.
Oh no, I got a better one.
Okay.
That's when I pull out the Crocodile Dundee machete.
Yeah.
I got one. It's all good.
It's got
Okay.
a compass in the hilt of it.
Yeah, got a sextant, everything. I'm
Oh,
ready.
Yeah. Alrighty, so do you take his knife?
Are you taking off?
Yeah.
Okay. So you each have a knife. So if you look upon your character sheets, you each will have in your weapons column, you each now have a knife. The knife attributes that you'll see are going to be actually that basically if you are going to try to attack with the weapon, you'll notice on your sheet it says WPN, that's weapon. Weapon would be knife. The damage would be 1. And the skill that you use to fight with the said knife can either be grit or wit, depending on how you want to fight with it. So you kind of decide as your character how you want to fight with it. It's usually whatever you're better at, but that's up to you. And the range for the knife is going to be immediate. Like you have to be like up against somebody. You can stab somebody. This is not, unfortunately, not D&D where you're throwing knives across the room, unless you have a talent that lets you do that, which none of you do. But you have to be in close range with a knife in this specific game. So the 2 of you have knives, but there could perhaps be other things in the house you could find for weapons if you want to. In this moment, oh, go ahead. Yeah, please.
So I was gonna say, can I take a moment and try and concentrate and try and figure out where exactly above us the footsteps were? It was kind of a nebulous sound. If I can try and pinpoint a little bit more where in the house the sounds were coming from.
Absolutely, you can. Actually, anybody who wants to can try to do this. I know that he specifically said that. They specifically said they wanted to do this. So let's go ahead and have you roll your wit roll, which is I'm sorry, this is a smarts roll. Excuse me, smarts roll. Did anybody else want to roll to try to get an idea as well? Okay.
I'd like to.
Okay, Annalise, it's smarts as well. Anybody else?
I'd do it. I'll roll.
Okay. Let's have the 3 of you roll then, and let's see how you all do. Again, you're going to roll. You're looking for the yellow symbol. Let me know if there's any strange symbols. Oh, I see some popping up already. Oh, a lot of yellow.
I got
2
one
successes and another luck and 2 strangers from my talent die.
Oh, my.
I got a
Okay.
success.
Perfect.
One success.
Excellent. I'm sorry, what did you get, Lou?
One
success?
success. And
Okay.
a luck.
Alrighty. So in this moment, you all hear and pinpoint that the sound of the footprints are directly above you. It looks like Annalise got the 2 successes and the 2 strange, it looks like. So, as you're noticing the sounds, it sounds like the footprints are moving, and then they also like they are starting to slow down, they're starting to get focused. And Annalise, you find yourself creeping forward, looking up towards the ceiling, right above the light that's here in the center of the room, in the living room. They're directly above it, it sounds like. And then as you're standing there, there's a, and the light, there's a, the light, when the light, and in that moment, in that third boom, the light smashes. Shards of glass fly down at you as we reach the first event on the Doom Clock and bypass it by 2. So those of you paying attention with the Doom Clock, each Doom Clock section has 15 points because it usually corresponds to 15 minutes of in-game time. So what happens is you basically pass the first Doom Clock. First event happens, which is this. The first of the things you have to deal with make their presence known. So as the light shatters and the glass flies down around you, there are 3 forms that punch long, gnarled hands down through the hole of the light as it breaks and shatters down around you. I need everybody to please roll a fear check, which is basically going to be a heart check. And I'm going to need Annalise, because of where you're standing, to please make a wit roll to try to dive out of the way or not get hurt from this falling debris coming down at you.
So I need to do both?
You will need to do both. Yeah, absolutely. I would like you to please roll the the fear check first, because it might determine your roll by giving you a disadvantage.
All right,
so
I'm adding one of my lucks to the
that's
fear roll.
Yep, totally fine. Yep, absolutely.
1 success for Riley.
1 success for Riley for the fear check.
2 with the talent.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I love that. Okay.
Wells used a luck. Oh, sorry. Wells used a luck and got 1 success and 1 strange.
Okay, another strange.
Yeah, I got a success and a strange and a luck, so I'm back at 2 luck, and I'm going to spend both of them on my wit roll.
That's fine, yeah, because even though you can only bank 1 luck roll, you can use multiple luck rolls points on your roll, so you can use both of them on the roll, absolutely. How about you, Abby? What did you get? Or Moose, what did you get as well? Did you guys get successes, failures?
Yeah, I was waiting until everyone rolled. I want to use my Deus Ex Machina ability to re-roll that skill check.
Excellent. Okay.
All right, so I'll re-roll it.
Yes, one of your talents as the survivor lets you have certain times where you just kind of get through it.
And I can add another. Yeah, I can. Oh no, but yes. 2 more. So I got 1. It was heart, right?
It was a heart roll for the fear.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
And strange symbols still count. Yep.
Yeah, that's 1 success and 2 strange symbols. 2 strange.
Okay, and I see Kozy, Carley. I'm sorry, not Carley. Kozy. I'll get you in a second. Carley, Annalise. Kozy playing Abby. You got a strange as well. Looks like.
Yep. Sorry, I didn't know I was supposed to roll because I thought it was just the ones working on the door.
Oh no, that's okay.
Okay.
It's everybody, because everybody's getting freaked out by something bursting through
Oh,
the ceiling
yeah.
coming at you. Did you get a success though? I see too. Looks like you have a heart, or no? You have just the strange. I see. Okay.
Well, I got a strange and a. I think that's 1 heart.
Yeah, you rolled. It looks like you rolled a 1. You rolled the 1 skill die. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your heart score? I guess you could say on the sheet. It's a 3, right? 3.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you should roll 3 dice. So go and roll 2 more real quick to get your full.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
The the picture of the dice next to the strange is just that I rolled 1 die. That's not a heart.
It's just showing you the number. Yep,
Gotcha.
exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly. Yep. So let's go ahead and roll 2 more real quick so we have an idea what's going on. Another strange. All right.
Nice.
It's going to be a short second quarter, I think, here. Okay, and a wit, which is not what you needed, but strange haven't noticed. So now already into the second quarter of the doom clock, we have clicked in 9 whole clicks, 9 whole spaces. Gang, the terror ratchets it up because as these creatures start pouring in through the ceiling, Annalise, real quick, what did you get for your roll to try to get out of the way? You were trying to roll wit?
Yeah, I got 1 wit and I got 2 luck, so I banked a luck because I spent
Perfect.
2 of them.
Okay.
So, but no strangers on my wit roll.
The glass comes down. As the glass comes down, you're going to take 3 points of wound damage. On your character sheet, you'll see you have a lifeline. There are 4 pips for each condition. When you get to the end of the 16 points, you might start getting hurt. You might start dying. So right now, you are 3 points into the weakened condition. It's not going to do anything immediately to you, but you're going to start getting a little freaked out, a little worried about something like that. And with that being said, you don't get out of the way, so you do get hit with the glass, and everybody else, you start panicking as these things start ripping through the ceiling. They're short. They almost look like they're the size of maybe a chimpanzee or something. They're very rabid, excuse me, and kind of scary looking. Their skin is really taut, tight muscles, really compacted, wiry build. And as they start pulling through, you see they have these very malicious looking faces, these serrated teeth in their mouths, long pointed ears. Their eyes have an unnatural look to them. Bless you, almost like a reptile's eyes with the slit, and they just they start pouring in through the ceiling. I'm sorry.
What happens when if we failed the high roll?
If you failed the I'm sorry,
The fear check.
roll?
The fear check. The
Fear.
The fear roll, like no successes.
Yeah.
You're just going to get freaked out and you're going to be afraid for a second.
Cool.
Yeah. So as they come in, they plop, 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 land down on the ground around everything, and they just start snarling at all of you guys. Now, Shiver's not a game that has initiative per se. So what I like to do is there anyone who has a 5 in wit for their score?
Me.
Okay. I would like to think that just inherently you're going to go first in initiatives because you are more prepared, more on edge for things like this. And then we'll kind of narratively figure out everybody else. But that doesn't have to always be the case. There'll be cinematic moments where we change that around. So in this moment, as these things land, Benny, what do you want to do, my friend? How do you react? Oh, you're afraid. That's right.
Everyone stay calm.
Everyone stay calm.
Marsupial
I
Scout
want
Tenant number
to
37.
roll out of the way because I was that all this just shattered on me. So I just want to get to the edge of the room.
Sure. Okay.
Marsupial Scout Tenant number 37. Stay calm in the face of danger.
That's right.
I'm still near the door to the kitchen, right?
You are, yeah.
I'm just gonna duck in there and try and hide.
Okay, all right. So because you are afraid, when you roll your any rolls from now until that might change, you're going to have a -1 to your skill die because you are afraid.
Okay.
So we will keep that into effect. Nothing to roll for you to try to go in there, but if you have to hide, we'll roll that in a second. So yeah, you dive into the kitchen. As you dive into the kitchen, you see that fog outside is pushing up against the glass, like it's trying to come in at all of you. The lights in the kitchen are completely off, so as you run in, you run into darkness. But you're in the kitchen. Everybody else in the living room, Annalise, you do manage to roll out of the way. The glass cut up part of your scrubs. You have maybe a scrape on your knee from where you kind of slid across it to get over to the other side. What's everybody else doing in this moment as these creatures plop down onto the ground? Because you kind of went first, Benny, you're doing that. So what's everybody else want to do? And again, this is kind of loose. So we'll each take a turn before the next person, next group. So it's not going to be like I do 6 things and then this person goes kind of thing. So how you guys want to do this?
I want to tell everyone to go behind the couch and let's tip it sideways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
And then you start running for the couch?
Yeah. Come on, guys, hurry.
Yeah. You start running for the couch, and you actually jump over it like you would jump over hurdles and track.
Easy.
You land behind. Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll, and you land in behind it. And as you land on the ground behind it, who follows? Who's next in initiative?
Well, I don't follow because I'm focusing on what I can solve,
Sure.
which is fixing my knee.
Right. yes, pre-med, absolutely. So yeah, you kind of push yourself off to the other side of the room and kind of are holding onto your knee like, Moose, what are you doing? You were starting to say something.
I was gonna ask, is Annalise like, where exactly in the room is she? And or Antika? I was just gonna pick her up and jump behind the couch.
Oh, okay. I'd like to think that the way that she got moved, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Carley, it's your character. I believe that she probably would have gotten pushed more like towards the other side of the room, like away from the couch. So she's probably closer to where that potted plant got knocked over earlier. So she's kind of closer to like where the stereo and stuff is. Wouldn't be that too far for you to move over to try to grab her, but to do that, there are these three creatures between you, and as they kind of slowly, they have saliva dripping down their face, and their eyes are like flickering and like glancing back and forth to take you all in. The music has got this weird music, like it sounds like the jukebox has been sent into the pits of hell. But you can try to get over there if you want, for sure.
Yeah, I think I'll maneuver that way to lend some assistance.
Okay. As you start running over in that direction, one of these creatures jumps forward and tries to slash out at you. I need you to go ahead and please make. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I roll. Hang on a second.
Yeah,
I get to roll. Yay!
Yeah. What you rolling?
Yeah. Here we go. Roll some skill dice. They have to roll grit. That is no successes. So it just kind of slashes out at you, and you move out of the way. Despite your big frame, you're still pretty quick and agile. You move out of the way, and it swipes through the empty air. You do get over to Annalise, and you start scooping her up. Make a grit roll for me to just pick her up.
Grit is all right.
You need one success for this, so it's pretty easy. You're a strong guy.
Grit. Yeah.
Hey, there it is. But you know what? There's also a strange symbol. Yes, indeed. So
and a luck.
And a luck, yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't have luck.
That's right. Special thing about the survivor is each one of them are a special archetype within the game, such as the warrior, the outcast, the nerd, the scholar, whatever you might be. Sid's playing a survivor, which means they have a special little fate looking out for them, but they don't exactly get to have certain features that the rest of the classes do. So I love that for you, Sid, for the stories that we'll be telling tonight.
Curse.
Yes. But that strange symbol does happen. So that is going to put us at 10 on the ticking doom clock as it clicks down ever tighter towards all of your fate. In this moment, as you rush over to her and you try to scoop her up, you slip on some of the broken glass. You don't fall down or anything. You just aren't able to get her up. You do get a hold of her, though, and as you start to turn, your eye catches outside. You see that hulking form move past the window, and as it does, its fingers streak across the glass, cutting long ribbons of glass, into the glass, and then you hear it on the front door. The entire door shakes again in its hinges, and it starts to crack as if it's trying to bust its way in. With that being said, who's next? Oh, go ahead. Marsupial Scout do what?
Marsupial Scout Tenant number 22. Knock before you enter. He's following the rules. That's a good guy.
That's good. I love it.
I'm using one of my abilities to try and heal my knee.
Okay.
So I came from my internship. I have my little home med kit.
Yeah.
My fancy med kit because it came directly from the hospital.
Yeah.
And I am applying one of those gauze band-aids to my knee, and I'm doing my medic ability.
Perfect.
Which I roll a smarts check.
Mm-hmm.
And I can potentially heal myself.
I love that for you. And then we're going to go find out what Riley and Wells are doing here in a second.
Quick question. Would Would Moose be able to at any way provide assistance for that?
I think because of the fact that you're slipping and sliding trying to pick her up, I don't think you'll really be able to right this moment.
That's fair.
But you might be able
Fair.
to once you get to a better vantage point for sure.
I mean, if I don't roll at least one when I'm rolling 7 dice, I think there's something wrong.
That might, I like your
Gonna be
odds on
6
this.
strangers.
Yes.
Okay.
So I got 3 successes because I got 3 stars, talents,
Yes,
and I got a
that's right.
luck. So I have 2 luck now.
Yes.
And no strangers.
There we
Nice.
go. Absolutely, that could not be
Nice.
a better roll for you. So, because you got 3 successes, you're going to get is it 3 health back? Is that how the skill works?
No. So if I get a CR1, I get to heal 2, and then
Okay.
for every excess of that, I get to heal 1 more. So I would heal 4, but I only have 3 right now, so I'm fully healed.
Right. So you are able to bring yourself back up to fighting shape, as it were. I mean, your clothes are still ripped and things like that, but you're not going to be bleeding out. You bandage your wounds as Moose scoops you up. What about Wells? What are you doing over here, man?
So Wells, having seen our friend dive over the couch, our other friend rushing to collect our injured friend who has been bandaging themselves, Wells is left standing there holding a cookie in one hand and a glass of water in the other.
Oh yeah.
And after seeing that attack with the creatures, in a flash of inspiration, he and like just chucks the glass of water at them and says, "Maybe it's like that movie Signs!" as the water splashes on the creatures.
Awesome. Cool. I'd like you to go ahead and make a luck roll for me, please, because this is really kind of an improvised thing. Not really how you do this. So this is just blind luck, hopefully going to get you through this, Wells. So go ahead and make a luck roll for me, please, if you could.
Yeah.
And remember,
so-
if you guys have any abilities that apply for stuff, you can apply things. Just let us know what exactly it is you're doing. Because I don't have all your character sheets up in front of me. I got a lot on my screen already. I had them open
Yeah.
before, and I think that's what killed my my stream for a second earlier. I had way too much going on. But anyway,
Oh,
what
sure.
you can roll a luck roll, and if you have talent dice, of course, you can roll that too.
So this is Wells' strength, so I have 5 luck and then 1 talent in luck.
Awesome.
So I'm going to roll 6 die and hope for the best. Oh no, I see some strange. So 1 strange, 1 luck.
Yeah, 1 of everything.
I got 1 of everything, it looks like.
Just about, yeah.
Something that I think, because I don't have to call my luck die before the roll is called, right? So if I have 1 point, I could still use it now?
Yeah, being the character that you are, the Fool archetype, which is based upon using luck to just win through the day, even despite yourself, you can choose to do that.
Okay, I did choose to do it, and I shouldn't have, because it added 1 more strange.
Oh my. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, your first roll, because your talent die had a strange, and now this is a second strange. Is that what I'm seeing?
It is 2 strange.
Oh my goodness. So that thing outside bounce on the door again, in the center of the door, and you can see and hear behind it sound from the other side of the doors. This thing is continuing to try to punch its way through the front door. Yeah, it's not looking good, everybody. These creatures are still in the living room as well, and they're actually going to, because oh no, I'm sorry, Riley, you didn't go. Riley, please, what do you do, sir?
So Riley's going to try to redirect the attention of these creatures towards the unconscious students on the floor. He's going to tap into his all of the bravery that he perhaps imbibed over at Alpha Tau, and standing right next to one of the strongest jocks in the school. He's going to puff himself up with his vampire cloak and just try to shout at these things that you might be able to fuck up these poor schmucks on the floor, but if you come after us, you're going to have a hard time. You should fuck off and leave us alone.
I love that. This could be a heart roll. I'm going to need you to make a heart roll. Typically, you would have a disadvantage for this because these things don't really want to follow what you say, but I'm going to give you advantage back because how awesome that was. So you just roll straight. Knowing what a disadvantage would do would be 1 from your die pool. Advantage would give you 1 into your die pool, so this is just straight heart roll for you based on what you're able to do.
Yeah, and I'll tack a luck on this one to take an extra die as well.
That's perfect. Yeah, go right ahead.
Ooh, that is not a good roll. I do not see any hearts.
No hearts. I do, however, see 2
One
strange.
luck and 2 strange.
Yes, you get your luck back. Yep. And there are, in fact, 2 strange. So we click down ever further onto the doom clock. So as you say this to these creatures, Riley, they all look at you. They turn away from the others, away from Moose and from Annalise, who they were about to attack. And they look at you, and they do not look very happy at all. The thing at the door punches on the door again, and the entire top third of the door smashes and splinters and falls down in. Just a shower of wood splinters that rain down into the room and smash all over the floor. These 3 creatures in the room all gang up and rush at you, Riley, because you pissed them off. So unfortunately, because they are all working in tandem, they have a pack tactics type of effect thing going on here. So they're each going to roll to attack you, which is going to be 3 skill, but because they're all working together, they're going to roll 4 skill. So let's see what happens, shall we? I need you, real quick, actually, let me roll first. We'll see, because it might modify what you do. So I'm gonna roll 4 skill. Okay, they have to do grit again, so this is the fist symbol. So that is going to be 1 success on one of them. Oh, you know what? Let me do this. Let me just roll it again. Reroll. I'm gonna mark those strange symbols. 1, 2. Another one so that's 2 separate successes, and then it's gonna be. Hang on 1 second. Reroll. Okay, so all 3 of them got 1 single success.
Are they close
Now,
enough to me I could jump in front of them to shield them from these guys?
Yeah. Do you have any talent dice?
Yeah, and I have a bonus that I can. It's a protector path. Get behind me. You shield your allies, putting yourself in harm's way. I can, I can use an interact, and like if they're within near range of me, yeah. Anyways, like if they're attacked before my next combat turn, I can roll a grit check of 1, and I can get the damage to me if.
Cool. I love this. You definitely can then. So what's going to happen is this.
Oh.
They each would have 1 success, just to explain what's going on dice rolls wise, because it's a narrative die pool. It's a strange thing to see. All 3 are going to get 1 success. Because you don't have any armor on, your basically defensive score is a 1. It's pretty easy to hit you. If you have a talent, you can roll to get out of the way and things like that. You typically don't. You don't, as the type of character you are, which is not a problem. But they all 3 would attack you. However, as they come in, you see a blur out of the corner of your eye, and then you do in fact see Abby dives in front of you and shoves you behind her, and you get knocked over towards the couch, and your hip slams into the couch really hard. I'm going to say you're going to take 1 wound from what you had rolled, because there were some strange symbols in there. 3 to be exact. Oh, I rolled some strange symbols, excuse me. So there was some strange added. So yeah, you get slammed into the couch. Abby, you don't have any armor on either. Do you have any talents or anything that lets you get out of the way? I don't believe you do, but I'm just checking to make sure we do it right.
I have a talent for heart and a talent for grit. 1 + 1.
Okay. So go ahead and make a, you said because of the talent you get behind me, you have to make a grit roll equal to 1.
Okay, I was picturing I was holding a couch cushion, though.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Is that cool? Because
that's totally cool.
I'm not super smart, but I wanted to grab something.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. You have the couch cushion that you rip off and stick in front of you as these things slice at you, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and roll the 1 grit to see how you do with your get behind me ability that you have, which is a feature of the protector path you mentioned.
Oh, wait, it was supposed to be a talent?
No, it's okay. You roll the skill die. Specifically, that specific ability says that you're going to roll a grit CR1 is what it says, challenge rating 1.
Okay.
So you have to roll a grit test and get 1 success to be successful, is what it means, basically.
Okay.
So you rolled 1. Well, what do you have in your grit? Your grit score.
My grit is level 5.
Okay, so you're going to roll 5 dice, not just 1 die. So go ahead and roll 4 more. It's a very different system than we're all used to playing, so it's okay. Okay, there's 1, so that's good. So you're going to roll.
How do I roll 4 all at once?
You can, when you click on the skill die at the bottom, just click it 4 times. with this dice roller we're using on DD Dice. It will do it. They're not sponsoring us or anything. It's just a really cool thing to use, so I recommend it. That's a heart, which is kind of good, but so you have one success right now. You got to roll one more if you could. Maybe. There it is. Okay. So 2 successes. So with 2 successes, the challenge of the roll you had to make was 1 success. It was a CR1. So you're going to be able to basically get behind. You're going to block 2 of the attacks because of the 2 CR1s that you got. That makes sense? So you're going to take 2 of them onto you. The third one is still going to hit Riley, unfortunately, because of the way it worked out. So Riley, you're going to take 3 points on top of the one that you got from getting slammed into the couch. As the one doesn't worry about her jumping in front, it rushes right past her and jumps onto you. It actually like tackles you, it lands on you and starts slicing at you. So you start taking the points, it starts slicing into your chest, it rips part of your vampire cloak. And however, you, Abby, are going to take the other attacks from the other ones, so they each do 3. So you're going to take 6 points of wound damage. Okay. So on your lifeline, you're going to X off, fill in, check whatever you want, 6 of the different points, which is going to put you halfway into the second tier, which means that you're limping and hurt. So one of them slices right through that couch cushion. There's cotton and the leather of the couch that covering that flies all over the place. As it cuts into you, it slices right down the front of your thigh, and it hurts really bad. It's a stinging sensation. It almost feels like it's burning inside your leg when that happens. And unfortunately, because of all of the strange symbols that got rolled from their attacks, the front door gets pounded again, and the entire rest of the door explodes inward as we hit the midway point of our doom clock and bypass it by 1, putting us into the third quarter, as it were.
Mhm.
The thing on the other side of the door, you guys all look instinctively towards the door, and you see this thing slightly taller than the door frame. It's hunched over slightly, and as it steps forward slightly, the light within the room, it does that flick, 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 it turns red again and fully illuminates this thing. What you see is a tall, massive, it looks like a bodybuilder who is just completely shredded. Veins are popping out from every place. Their face is just a rictus of terror and fear. Huge horns come out of its forehead, wrap around and curl up back forth. It has red, like an off red color skin, and as it puts its one hand around the door frame and the other one around the door frame, it starts to pull itself in through the door. We're going to take a break. Let's have everybody go ahead and take a step back for a second. The terror is real, and let's take a break. We're all going to take about 5 minutes. We're going to step back, refresh our waters, go trick-or-treating real quick, get yourself some candy, come back, because you know what? It's about to get very serious in this house right now. So this has been awesome. We'll see you all in just a few minutes. Thank you so much, and let's keep it cool. And then you all died. Thank you all so much for. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That's something else. Thank you all for coming back. Here we are, the second half of our cool Halloween special. We're playing Shiver by Parabol Games, which is a really cool, fun game that we have played before. We've had a few little house rules built in just to amp up the tension, but hope you're all enjoying it. If you are just joining us, cool, welcome. Thanks for coming to party. I'm glad you decided to go get your candy first before coming to hang out with us. I'll never forgive you, but it's okay. I'm just teasing. Yeah, these characters are playing characters that are students in a college that are at a house party that has really, really had some uninvited guests. Stuff's going down, y'all, and let's see what happens. So when we pick right back up, immediately where we left off, the front door splinters in upon itself. The large hulking form on the outside, this strange devil-looking creature, this demon, puts its large, gnarled hand around the doorframe, does the other one, and it starts to pull itself through the door. Can I have everybody please roll a heart check? There are 6 of you. I need 3 CR2 successes for something to happen real quick. So everybody
Okay.
rolls whatever they have for heart. Let me
Do
know
I
if you
also
get
need
2
roll
hearts.
this because I'm not in the room.
Okay, I'll roll it for you. So what do you have for heart?
3?
3. Do you have a talent in the heart skill?
I don't believe so.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm adding both of my luck points to the roll.
That's fine. Yep.
I mean, Benny himself is not in this room currently. There's some.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
I make the roll.
Yes, I'm glad you clarified. I thought you meant you were not in the DD dice
No,
room
I am in
that we're
the-
using.
Yes, I am in
Yeah,
that room.
Benny's not in the room, yeah.
Benny,
Um,
the character, is not in this room.
Yes, I'm glad you reminded me of that. Benny, you do not need to make the roll because you are in the kitchen hiding. So there's only 5 of you rolling now. You still need the 3 successes from 3. So actually, that got a little harder, but hey, that's how things go. So did anybody get 2 hearts on that roll?
I got 1 heart, 1 strange, and 1 luck.
Okay, so that is a failure.
I
Where-
got 2 hearts thanks to luck.
Nice. Riley, I
got-
see you got 2 as well. Okay. How about you, Abby? You roll the total number of hearts that you have for your heart. So what's your rank in hearts? 3, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus, I have an extra 1 talent in it. If we need, I can use it, right?
Yeah, so you're going to roll the 3
Three.
skill dice, which is the black one, and then 1 of the talent dice, because you have talent in that, which is the D8. And then what did you get, Moose?
I got 1 heart. But you said we need 2, right?
You need 2 for a success. If you only have 1, it's not a success, but
I wanna re-roll them.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure what's gonna happen.
you're gonna use
Yeah,
Deus Ex
I'm
Machina
gonna
again?
re-roll it. No, huh?
You're gonna use your Deus Ex Machina again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 1 heart, but I mean it's a fail either way. So let's see what we get. Da-da-da.
Oh, is that worse?
I got 1 heart again and 2 strange die.
So please just hands. Whoever got 2 hearts, hands. Who got 2 hearts on the roll?
Abby, you got 2 hearts because you rolled a heart and a talent, so you
Okay.
got 2.
So that's the 3 you need. Okay, so as this thing starts to push through the door, well, there's something that across the front of the door, and it's almost like it can't quite get into the room all of a sudden, and it just it swings and it hits the door. It tries to hit the door. It hits this invisible thing, and it goes. There's like ripples that appear on the door, and it just it does it again, and it just can't seem to get in. There are the 3 little creepy guys who are in the room still, though, however. So, Benny, you're in the kitchen. In the kitchen, the lights are all off. And what you see is just outside the panes of the glass above the sink, on the back door, you see that the fog is touching up against. It almost looks like it is water flowing up against the sides of the glass. In this moment, there's nothing in the room as best you can tell because the lights are off. But you do notice that when there is the sound of the noise coming from the living room, when this thing is hitting the door, you see the back door in unison with it. Wait a
I would like to do something potentially silly.
Hey, I love that.
I wanna-
My
I wanna
rule for
go-
one shots, everybody, is play it like you stole it. So let's do crazy. Let's roll all your cool abilities. Let's rock and roll. So what do you got for us?
I want to go upstairs. I want to have a look around upstairs. Because I'm hoping everything that was upstairs has come downstairs. So I want to go up there and look for weird shit.
Okay. Alrighty. So, You look around the room, and even though the lights are off, you can see the little bit of light that's streaming in through the back windows and stuff. That there is a stairwell that is in the room. It's off to the corner, just past where the table is. That does lead upstairs. So you can go upstairs if you'd like. Now you'll all notice that even though there were some strange symbols rolled, I didn't mention any ticking on the doom clock because there are certain times where rolls don't actually trigger the strange symbols, which is why I was kind of a little more fluid with them in the first half. Your roll that you all made earlier about, I bring this up because it came up in chat just now. The rolls that you were making was try to keep that thing at bay for a minute because of your combined belief in what's going on. So that's what's going on with that. So it didn't affect anything worse. It just stopped the thing from coming in. But yeah, you can go up the stairs if you want, though, Benny.
I'd like to do it stealthily as well. I want anything to hear me walking around the house.
I love that. Make a wit roll for me if you could while you start sneaking up the stairs, and then we'll cut back to everybody in the living room in just 1 second when he is done rolling.
I also get to add an extra talent die when entering stealth.
That's right. You are the Maverick character.
That is just that is 1, 2, 3,
4.
4 successes.
4 successes and 2 luck. So that's awesome. In the second half, this is house ruling. This isn't. You can bank up to 2 luck on your rolls now, as opposed to just the 1, because all hell's breaking loose. And yes, that's a pun. Sorry, I had to. So yeah, on your rolls, you can, if you roll 2 luck, you can bank it. You can still roll. You can spend all your luck on a roll too. Wells, you can still bank 3 as opposed to 2 like everybody else because you are the Fool character. So, and Benny being a Maverick, yeah, you start sneaking up the stairs. That's a fantastic roll. You start sneaking up the stairs, stealthy, not making a sound, and you start going up towards the top of the landing. And as you start going up to the top of the landing, we creep back down into the living room. All of you are still here. The thing at the front door, and it runs away from the door and disappears off into the fog, leaving you all still facing these things in the center of the room. What's everybody doing? What's going on? Again, initiative is narrative, so what are we doing here? Who wants to react first? Who wants to do something?
Well, Abby just took a couple big slashes, so Annalise is beelining to Abby.
Okay.
Can someone try and get through that door?
The front door? Maybe.
Yeah, that thing just left out of it.
They did. So, Annalise, what I'm going to have you do is you can do one of 2 things. There are creatures between you and her. Mm-hmm. You can just run to try to help her and not worry if they try to attack you, or you can roll to try to go around and you won't be able to do something else this round. Basically, you'll be rolling to try to get past them without getting hit, but you won't be able to do anything.
She's beelining. All she saw was her sister get injured, and so she's just straight.
Okay.
Like,
that's fine.
Blinders.
Sure. One of them will attack at you as you run by them. So they roll with 3 skill. 1, 2, 3. There it is. I'm going to roll. They have to roll. This is grit, so it has to be the fist symbol. 1 success. You don't have any armor, so they do hit you unless you have any talents or anything to change that, any abilities to change that, which you don't. So you do get hit. As it hits you, boom, 1 slices into your side, makes you stumble in your step for a minute, and you get sliced right through the rib cage. You take 3 points because that's what they inflict when they hit you. And there are criticals in this game too, but we haven't rolled any of that, luckily. But but you do get over to her, so you can still do something.
Yeah. So
you chose not to roll.
Yeah, I'm pulling out some more gauze and just like forcefully wrapping up the cuts across her chest.
Okay.
And doing my medic ability.
I was fine!
You're doing your medic ability. Because you're doing this in the middle of basically fighting in a combat, you're going to have a disadvantage. So one of your skill dice, one of your black die, are going to be pulled out of the roll. However, you could use luck to replace that if you want. That's up to you.
I'm not going to at this moment in time.
That's fine, yeah. Medic ability is a special thing that you have, so we'll roll to see how many wounds you heal back for her.
Riley's in
Okay,
this melee
don't
too.
waste it
Can I-
on me.
Can I try to
3.
give them some space?
Move back out of the way a little bit. Give them some.
No, the opposite. Trying since I'm in the fight with these
Oh, I
nasty
see.
dudes, right? Trying
Uh-huh.
to use my position in that fight to give those two some space.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah. This is called in the game. You're trying to overwhelm the opponent. So what you're going to do is you come in, and when you attack, you get a bonus. So if you want to come in and try to attack them, try to give them some space, kind of draw the attention like you're doing, might be a certain archetype feature that you have already. You can try to do that for sure. I'm sorry. What was your role, Annalise? What was the looks like it was.
So I rolled 3, so that means she heals 4. And there was
go.
1 strange dice.
Okay, this strange die
And
won't
1
pick
luck.
off.
So.
Okay, you're gonna bank that luck, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this ticker will go down to the doom clock. So now we are 4 into the 15-point doom clock in the third quarter of our game here. As the terror continues to ratchet up, the odds are turning against you all as we play here. But she manages you up, so you do get 4 back, which puts you at 2 rather than the 6 that you were at. And Riley, you come in trying to buy them some time. You wish to attack?
Yeah, I'm trying to overwhelm them or beat them up or get their attention so that Annalise can do her doctor thing.
Nice. Go and roll a grit. Get an extra die that gets added in because you're trying to overwhelm and trying to assist them and trying to help them out.
All right, and I'll put a luck on this too.
That's cool. Yeah, go right ahead.
No
Wow.
grit things coming up whatsoever.
It's too bad you weren't trying to beguile these guys, because that's an amazing hearts roll. So yeah, you come in, and unfortunately that is too strange, because on a failure, strange points come in. So that is 2 more, putting us at, looks like 6. You come in, and as you come in, you swing at this thing, and as you do, it's a wild haymaker that it just dives in underneath. You don't hit onto it, but you do buy them the time still. You're just not able to hurt this thing back at all. What's everybody else doing? What about you, Wells? What do you got going on? Oh, I'm sorry, Moose. I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I attacked. Well, and Annalise was in my hands. Then she ran away. So I think I'm just gonna really
That's right.
just attack these things with
Nope,
my
she
big
was.
my big old knife. Like, oh well,
Yeah.
okay. I guess I'll help Riley. This goes against. Are they animals or are they just animal coded?
They to you look like they look like little monsters. Honestly, they look
Okay,
like
cool.
little creatures. These don't quite look like animals, but these are definitely not people. No.
All right, great. Because I don't want to lose a dice attacking animals. This kind of goes against marsupial scout code, but I think I need to lend a hand, and I'm gonna just try to stab at one of those little monster thingies.
Perfect. Okay, your weapon is going to require a grit roll. You go ahead and roll that, and
Roll that there.
and you're going to get a 1 die because of the fact that you are overwhelming with him.
Oh, so I could roll another one?
Yeah, so you're going to get 4 total. So I
Nice.
do see a wit, a luck, and a strange. There's the 1 grit. Okay.
Success.
Yes, so you do hit this guy. So yeah, you come forward and you stab into the guy. What's the damage on your knife? I said it was what, 1?
It was 1.
Okay, you stab this guy for 1 damage. You just stab him in the side, and when you do, black gore splays out over your hand. It burns a little bit, actually. You don't take any damage or anything, but it's just definitely something to notice as you pull it out. And it turns around, starts snarling and hissing at you. It's not very happy that you did that at all.
Scout tenant number 15. Be prepared always.
That's it. How about you, Wells? What are you doing?
What kind of furniture is in this room?
There's definitely a couch that has now been flipped over. There is, it's missing a cushion. There are some chairs, like a lazy boy type of chair. There is like a bench that's over on the one wall, which is where Annalise got knocked down. There is a broken chair by the front door window, and there's like a couple of folding chairs off to the side. There's a folding table that's got some beer and some like bowls of Doritos and stuff on it.
Yeah, somebody could go.
Is there a big kegger type thing? Something heavy?
Oh yeah, I think there's a keg in here for sure. I think it's a full pony keg up in here, sitting up on the side. It's got the cooler going on, and then there's actually one of the college students is kind of he's got a hold of it still, but he's slumped down on it, like maybe he was in the middle doing a keg stand when the lights went out.
Okay. So I think Wells is gonna grab one of the folding chairs that's near him and try to push across one of the creatures.
WWF it, I love it. All right. Oh, I'm sorry, it's WWE now. Excuse me. Cool. So, yeah, go ahead and roll. This will be again, because this is not really a weapon. You're gonna roll luck.
Okay. So that's gonna be the 5 and the talent and pia. Oh no. Okay, so we got 3 successes with my talent die, and 2 strange.
All right, the 2 strange. Click the clock down. Because you got the 2 on your talent die, this is a critical, so you can do double damage. So the damage for the chair we'll say is 1. You're going to do 2, basically. Is this the same one that just got stabbed or a different one?
Yeah, I think I want to go for the one that's bleeding already.
Okay. You take the chair. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I was just... Yeah, so Wells takes the chair and just... You 8-legged freak! And just smacks the chair over the back. And, like, weirdly, you can tell he's freaked out, but so thrilled to be able to quote all these scary movies.
Of course. Yeah, you run over, and when you smash it, it blasts down into the floor, and it looks like it gets knocked out senseless for a second. And it's not quite dead, but it looks like it's hurt. Who haven't we seen yet this round? Is everybody in the living room gone now?
I don't think Abby's gone. I healed her, but I don't think she did anything.
Okay, Abby, what are you doing then?
Yeah, I'm fine, guys. Don't worry about me. Just take care of yourselves.
Shut up and let me heal you.
Okay, fine, but we need to figure out what's happening and who these things are. Does anyone know?
We also need to be alive.
Yeah, but how are we supposed to stay alive if we don't know what we're even fighting? Why? Does anyone know anything about this house, this part of campus?
You are literally the only reason why I am here.
Yeah, but you're the only one that can maybe think this through.
So the creatures come in while the 2 of you are debating this. They're going to come in. They're going to try to... One is going to attack each of you and Riley. So let's roll to see what happens, y'all. They're each going to roll 3. They're not teaming up because they're not all fighting one person now. So they're just going to roll 3. So, again, looking for grit. So we have 1 going against Riley. 1 success, I mean. We have nothing against Annalise, and against Abby, we have 1. So, Abby, Riley, you both get slashed by these creatures again. Their large claws just slice up through you guys. You take 3 more points.
Riley's limping at this point. He is not looking good.
Okay.
Was there any way to make a preparation or anything before their attack, or did we not? Have we not had time to do our moves yet?
What happens is they're going to go. There's certainly things that you guys do that trigger them, but they also just go at the end of the round, basically.
Okay, gotcha. So did I already waste my turn by just talking?
Oh, if you want to do something, go ahead.
Oh no, I just didn't know if that was my action turn.
No, go ahead. You can do something.
Okay, I wanted to use my... I'm still gripping it, right?
Yeah.
I'm still gripping it. And it's, a good 25-pounder. And I wanted to...
Okay.
Because I saw they were, close to everybody.
Yeah.
And then so I also have a 1 point of toughness, that tier 1 ability tough. So when hit by attack, roll a skill die, and then if the grit symbol's rolled, the damage from the attack is reduced by 1. I was hoping to throw this, distract them away from us 3 that had been already damaged, and I go for the kegger. I want to grab the kegger.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I wanna grab the
So
kegger.
they hit you. They kind of like interpose for a second, but yeah, you could throw it.
Okay.
Roll a
Okay.
grit roll for me. That's the fist symbol. So what do you have for that? That's what you have 5 for that, right? And a talent.
Yeah.
And a talent.
Yeah, and a talent of
Talent die. It's like it says below skill. It says talent.
1.
Yeah. So you're gonna roll 5 of the black dice. 1 of the white die. Oh yeah. 1 fist, which is 1 success, 2 stars, which is 3 successes total, and you get luck. So you bank at that luck point. Well, I mean, I don't want to tell you, but I assume you're going to bank a luck point. And then you're going to, you take that dumbbell and you fling it across the room. All 3 of these creatures, as it gets flung across the room and it slams into something, and like stabs into the wall and busts into it, they all 3 turn in that direction and start to move away from you guys as you sprint across the room over to the keg and you grab it. And you start to lift it up out of the thing. Just roll another grit check for me, because this thing is still relatively full, because they had just put it in the ice. So just roll another grit. You need to get 2 to lift it. 2 successes. So go ahead and roll the 5 and the 1 again, like you just did.
Okay.
And tell me.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
And you can
just
use
stay behind me.
God, she's an idiot.
You could just click re-roll at the bottom of your little box there. It would do the same thing too on the DD dice screen. Like in the bottom right corner. Or if you just want to click on the dice too, that's fine.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
That's all right. I'm just letting you know.
Thank you. I never noticed that.
It's all good.
Mm,
Okay, so
not
so you go to pick it up.
at all.
And too strange, I see. Okay. The doom clock continues to tick down. Benny, as you're creeping up to the top of the stairs, when you get to the top of the stairs, you hear a voice coming down from the end of the hall. And you can see that there is a bedroom at the end of the hall, that there is light flickering out from the bottom of it, almost like maybe candlelight or a fire or something's in the room. What are you doing?
I mean, I might as well go see who's down there.
Okay. You continue to stealth down the hall. You rolled so well last time. You started creeping down the hall. And as you're creeping closer, is there anything specifically you want to try to do, or just go up to the door and listen, or what all you want to do?
I'm gonna go up to the door and listen.
Okay. Go ahead, make a wit roll for me again. Oh, I'm sorry, no. Smarts roll is to listen and hear stuff. I'm sorry. Right? Yeah. Wit roll is the... No. Smarts. Sorry.
Smarts?
Smarts, yeah.
I'll use a luck.
The yellow one. Yep. Hey, okay.
This one's smart. 1 success there.
Okay. You listen at the door, and you can actually hear the voice of the person. And in the dark he will come to punish those who go where they do not need to trespass. He will come, and he will bathe their blood across the walls. I will be avenged. I will know silence. He will come, and he continues this chant over and over and over again. The voice inside.
Very slowly. I would like to open the doors, but quietly, so that I can I want to see who it is, but I don't want the person to notice me.
Gotcha. You're gonna roll wit because you're trying to be sneaky, sleight of hand, that sort of thing. So you have wit. You have a talent die in that. You could use your luck to, if you have any luck.
I do have one more luck, so it'll be 6 and a talent die.
It's a lot of luck. And
I
one
bet
wit.
it's one wit.
Okay.
And one strange.
So the one wit is, I keep forgetting, I'm supposed to tell you guys the difficulties first. That way you guys can spend stuff if you want to. This was a difficulty 2 because he's chanting. So you got 1 of the wit symbol. And the talent die had a strange symbol on it. So there's another tick of the clock.
Which, just as someone who knows a lot about the luck stuff, you did roll 3 luck symbols. If you would like, you can burn 2 of those to put the clock back by 1 minute.
Oh,
Which
Yeah.
basically just means that the tick doesn't happen.
Right.
let's do that.
Okay. Let's fix that. The tick removes off the clock, putting it back to the 10, not the 11 it was just clicking to, which is good. It buys you guys a little bit of time. So you are standing at the door. You start to open the door. As you open the door, the figure inside the room has his back to you. You can see he's wearing a robe. There's a hood up. The entire room is lit by red candles that are all around. There is a huge pentagram shape that is carved into the floor. Not painted, not something on it. It's actually carved like into the floor. And there is some sort of table in the center of the room that this guy has a book on. And he's holding his hands up. And as he's saying these words over and over, he looks like he's got... weird. He's got a beer can in one hand and a bag of Cheetos in the other hand. And he's like holding them. And as he holds them, there's blood dripping down his hands out of this bag and out of this can. And he stops chanting. And he slowly turns and sees you standing in the door. And when you see his face, you recognize him immediately. What are you doing in here? Should you be downstairs with the others? It's Dean Winters from next door.
Just gonna slowly back out of the room and just close the door.
Okay.
And
As you
then
start to close. Oh, go ahead.
we run back downstairs.
Okay. You close the door, and as you turn to start to run, you hear him say, "Kill them all now! Give me my silence back!" In case you run down the hall. Those of you in the living room, you saw these creatures suddenly kind of stopped. It got a weird, like... And then they all snap to attention and start to move in, like something kind of slowed them down for a second. So I will say, you're all pretty smart kids. Some of you smarter than others. Fighting them isn't exactly working out that great for you guys. You could continue to fight if you want, or you guys could try to do something different. So what do you guys want to do?
I want to help Riley, who is really hurt, right next to me, since the other person that's really hurt ran away!
Okay. So you want to go and use your medic talent again?
I do. I'm going
Cool.
to use my luck on it as well. Both of my lucks on it.
Awesome.
As well. So I will be rolling. Do I still have the -1 because it's in combat, or because they followed her to the beer can? Am I not at a -1 anymore?
Yeah, you won't have the -1 now. You're just
Okay.
straight rolling.
So
I
that's
think-
7 and 2 talent dice.
Yeah.
Do it. Okay, that's 3 successes. So
Right,
you
okay,
heal
stars, yep.
5. So you heal 5.
Mm-hmm.
Or 4. Sorry, you heal 4. Not 5. You heal 4. And that's 2 strange, and I get 1 luck back.
Okay, that's fine. So, yeah, you start bandaging up Riley. She has this med bag that she's got with it that just has unending gauze in it, it would seem like. It just
I
keeps coming
literally
out.
have a doctor's bag. It was part of my costume, but it's also an actual
That's
doctor's
functional.
bag.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Cool. What's
And
everybody else
Elise,
doing?
I love where your head's at. Let's do more of this out the fuck side.
Well, I just wanted to make sure you could walk.
Yes, brilliant idea. Let's walk outside.
Well, I can't go all the way outside because Abby's being an idiot. But I
Don't
can get
worry
to the
about
door
me.
with you. I always worry about you.
The two of you start moving to the front door?
Presumably?
All right. Riley leading
Get
the way.
out of
You start
here.
heading to the front door. Yeah. Abby, you're yelling. Do you want to do anything else on your turn while you're yelling for them to run away?
Am I still trying to lift the keg, or have I given up?
That's up to you. Do
Okay.
you want to continue to try to lift it, or do you want to give up?
The things just dropped, right? The creatures that were by me?
They kind of did like a weird swaying for a second, and then they kind of...
Okay. I want to grab... quickly some stuff off the table that I can throw, like some beer cans, and shove them in my pockets. Yeah, so I can throw them, and I follow them, because I'm not limping anymore, and so I
Okay.
can follow them.
Let's have you roll a luck roll real quick to
Okay.
see kind of what you get. I will say for this specific roll, any sort of strange symbols isn't going to make the doom clock go off, but it will determine how much luck symbols is how much you kind of get from the table in this moment you're rushing around. So, what do you have for luck? 'Cause you're
3,
always-
so let me...
Yeah, you're always going to roll the number you have in that specific skill. I know, we're also used to rolling one roll, 1d20.
Yeah.
That's okay. Okay, so that is smarts, wits, hearts. No successes. So you're trying to grab stuff, you're knocking stuff off the table, it's falling down, you can't get a hold of anything, and you turn around and you start following them. You run through the room. As you run through the room, these creatures are still in the last bit of that sway, and as you run past them, they go, they see you guys starting to run. Moose or Wells, what are you guys doing right now?
Everyone's running outside, right?
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to get to the front door.
So you guys are gonna go outside where that thing was trying to get in?
Just away right now.
Thinking
Yes,
maybe-
I love running to dangerous-looking yellow-eyed creatures, and Well starts moving towards the kitchen instead.
I mean, he also disappeared, so...
Where's Benny? And did I notice Benny going upstairs?
You saw Benny run towards the kitchen, and it got kind of crazy after that, so you're not quite sure where he's at.
I think I'm gonna go towards the kitchen.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, Wells ran towards it. There's 3 of you. I don't want to. I'm gonna get Wells, and then I just run to the kitchen.
Okay. Well, as you go to the kitchen, you burst through the kitchen door, and then right behind him comes Moose, who goes through the kitchen door as well. As you both enter into the kitchen, you see the back door is all splintered and fractured, like something was beating on it too. And you hear something running down the stairs. And there is a shadow that is briefly illuminated by the light coming in from outside. Can I have the 2 of you who just entered the kitchen make a wits roll? Smarts roll? I get the 2 mixed up. Smarts roll, please. To me, it makes sense it would be wits to look around, but it's smarts,
Because it's investigation.
right? The 2 of you make a smarts roll, please. You each need 1 success. Well, whoever gets a success will pass. So
I got a success, and then
Okay.
two grit. So I'm punching something.
all right. So Wells, you go running in. You don't notice, but Moose, you do notice that the thing coming down the stairs isn't one of these creatures. It is, in fact, Benny running down the stairs, and he's running down the stairs like there is something chasing him. He looks a little bit freaked out.
There's
Did you
Benny.
see him? Yep.
Hey, where'd you go?
It's Vadine.
Huh?
He's up. Vadine is upstairs.
What's he doing
See
in here?
upstairs! And Wells is rifling through the cabinets looking for something.
Cool. What are you looking for? Anything specific?
Salt.
Stalled. All right. Time for a margarita, maybe?
It's time for something.
Ah, okay.
He's seen enough movies.
Yes.
He's a big fan of Supernatural.
There we go.
I was gonna say specifically one TV show for 10
Yeah.
seasons. There's a book, a lot of chanting, something about blood and silence.
There
And
is
he
suddenly
saw me?
there is suddenly something that moves by the window, blocking out that moonlight that's coming in. And the three of you in the kitchen instinctively know what it is as it approaches the back door. In the living room, you guys are running to the front door. Riley, I think you were taking the lead, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you get to the front door, I need you to please make a heart roll.
That is one success.
Okay. One success, two strange symbols. I keep forgetting to tell you guys. One's not enough. So as you get to the front door, there's something that like that creature blocks you in here. You can't leave.
I think I'm gonna turn right around and look up the stairs. You said the dean was up there?
Yeah, but now there's like 3-4 of us here. Now I'm thinking we just go upstairs and we just jump his ass.
Oh, I don't think you're with us. I think
Yeah.
you're with the three in the back. Riley's
Yeah.
with me and Abby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
In the
group is still
front.
split. Yeah, the group is still split.
Hmm.
So yeah, you guys are in the front. They're in the back in the kitchen, and yeah, the door. You can't get out the door. The other two of you in the living room. What are you guys doing? You realize you can't get out the door.
I'm gonna pull out my flashlight and try to just shine it at. I mean, it's a shadow creature, so I'm gonna take out my flashlight because, of course, I have a flashlight. It's a med kit.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna shine it just at the shadow creature that's blocking the doorway.
Oh no, there's no shadow creature. There's like something something.
Oh,
Invisible.
there's something. I thought you said that
Yeah,
there was a
no.
person there.
Like the shadow creature when it tried to get in, how something blocked it. There's keeping you guys inside. So I'm sorry, I might have missaid that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I thought there was a figure standing there blocking our way, not a thing blocking our way. Okay.
In this moment, I need the three of you in the kitchen and the three of you in the living room. So everybody, make a fear check. So you need to make a heart roll, if you could, please. The difficulty for this is 2. So let me know if you get 2 successes or higher. or
Okay.
not.
I'm adding luck to the roll.
Sure.
No successes.
Okay.
1 strange.
Oh, Riley's on top of that roll.
No successes, but no strange.
Okay.
1 success, no strange.
We're doing heart, right?
Heart. Yeah.
All right. Ooh,
When you say one roll, you do as many
Yeah. Whatever
skill
your
points
number
as you
is.
have.
Yeah. Whatever your skill die is. Yep. Your skill points. Yep.
can I reroll? I want to reroll.
Yeah, man. You got the Deus
How
Ex
many?
Machina.
How many do we need?
You need 2.
Let's reroll.
So right now
Yeah.
there's 1 success in the group.
Yeah,
Those-
two,
Okay.
2 successes.
Okay. So, Kozy.
I am the Fate Weaver.
So, when you all start to panic and freak out and realize that you're all trapped in here, and you guys there's monster coming in. Okay. It's Riley and Moose alone who keep their wits about them and don't freak out. The rest of you all become afraid, and in this moment, you all start to freak out a little bit. So, you're all going to have a penalty of one die from your rolls until you get that sorted out. So, what's everybody doing? What's going on? How you guys trying to figure this out?
Who's in the back with me?
In the kitchen, it's going to be Benny and Moose
And Wells.
and Wells. Yeah, and in
Yeah.
the living room is the sisters and Riley.
All right. So so I say everyone
Being
just keep
upstairs.
calm. We can do this. We'll figure it out, and then I'll use my leader path rally to oh wait, that's during it's a combat encounter. Is this a combat encounter?
Not technically. What's the ability to do for you though?
I can choose an ally within 10 feet of me, and they can add a +1 talent die to their dice pool for the next fair check.
I see. Okay, I'll let you use that. That's fine.
Cool.
It says combat, but it's fine. You can. So who do you choose for that?
Benny.
Okay.
Benny. He said, "All right, everyone, we just calm down. We take a breath." He said, "The dean is upstairs. Let's go have a conversation with the dean." You know,
a conversation.
Yeah, marsupial scout tenant number 45. Always have a conversation with authority, and then we're just gonna let's go upstairs.
Can I tell our group that we need to group up and have a conversation with everyone to figure out what's going on here?
My character flaw is that I'm uncooperative, so I'm going upstairs.
On that note, real quick, Carley, do you have a question?
Well, I have a thing that I want to do, so I'm just putting my hand up. You can say what's happening. You can do your thing. I'm just...
Those of you in the living room who were trying to get out, remember when you hear the growling that there's still those 3 things in the living room. And they start moving in towards you guys. They're each going to attack one of you. Do you have something you want to do before that happens, though, Carley?
Yeah, I was going to say when we ran into the film, since I first thought it was a shadow creature, but now I would like to just check it out and see if it's just covering the door or if it's like covering the windows or if there's like, I just would like to investigate this blockage situation.
Okay. So real quick before those creatures come up, go ahead and make a smarts roll. I got it right that time.
And I'm going to use my academic path, the game's afoot, and I get to add 1 talent die when I'm investigating my surroundings.
Nice. You need 2 successes for this because it's invisible. Yeah, you figure out what's going on. But I'm sure.
And I'm gonna add my luck as well, so that's gonna be 6 skill and 3 talent.
Ooh, that's a roll right there. Wow.
Ooh, that's a 5. That is 6. That's 6
successes. Yeah.
And 1 luck, so I bank my luck back. And
Absolutely.
one weird.
And I think there's one thing Riley would like to do maybe before the gremlins close on us.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you guys all do something then. So Annalise, in this moment, you look out and you see there's a shimmering. It actually looks like there's not a film, there's not a doorway, there's not glass. It looks like there's energy, some sort of weird, like some sort of weird effect. And you know what? You read a lot. And one of the things that you have read is about the Forgotten Realms. You've read about magic. There's a spell keeping you guys inside this house. Like, what the hell? So, Riley, what did you want to do? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. No, go ahead. Go.
I was going to say, is it just on the door, or does it seem to be covering, like, all?
With such a great roll, as you look around, it's on the window. The windows that are in this room, you can see it's there. You can't see into the kitchen because there's a door in the way. But yeah, every opening that would be. And that's probably why that glass didn't break earlier when he threw the chair at it, was that whatever was there was keeping you guys in. So, cool. So, Riley, what did you want to do, though? You said you want to do something before the creatures come in at you?
Yeah, I was really watching how they seemed to react to that dumbbell, like smashing into the wall earlier, all that racket that they were attracted to.
Sure.
So seeing that, like, they're looking at us, right? Raleigh's gonna like pull his smartphone out of his pocket,
okay,
and cue up Pandora while he's just absolutely cranks the volume up to maximum, and Lady Gaga's Just Dance begins absolutely blaring from his phone at max volume. He sort of like waves it around in the air at these things, and then he chucks it straight out the front door. Fetch!
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna have you do a heart roll because this is like performance, persuasion, that kind of thing. So go ahead and roll a heart roll real quick for me, if you don't mind.
Okay.
That would be 4 successes.
Okay, more than enough. So yeah, you turn it on, and when you throw it, much to your surprise, it moves through that shimmering by the front door. Just dance as it goes through, and all 3 of the creatures towards the front door, and they were moving in towards you, and as they move in towards you, you all start to brace yourself, ready for them to come at you. And with that roll of 4, they burst out the front door. They run past you guys and go out through the door. They actually pass through the door, you notice, just through the door. Is there anything that you want to do, Abby, while they're running past you guys, seemingly ignoring you guys all of a sudden? You're muted.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm just letting you know.
I wanted to grab you said there were folding chairs and there was furniture like coffee tables.
Yeah, all kinds of
stuff like that.
Yeah, anything you find in a regular living room. There's also right by the door where you are, there's the broken chair from before, so you want to grab like a chair leg or something, you can do that too.
Yes, I do. I want to grab the chair leg and the chair back or the seat and like put in my like shirt as like a breastplate. Like I wanted to put stuff on me because I need to use my body to shield everyone.
I love it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So as they run by, you pick up a chair leg. We're going to say that for a weapon, that's going to be a club. So that's going to be damage of 2.
Okay.
That skill is going to be grit. And I'll remind you of this when you roll, but there's a spot on your character sheet if you want a note of it. And the range is the same thing. You have to be immediate, so you have to be like up close with the person to do that. And I will say for the time being, you will have 1 armor point slot. So you'll see on your sheet you have armor slot 1. It's just basically part of a chair. There's 2 little dots. Fill in one of the dots because this isn't actual armor. What happens is as you get hit, it gets broken and stuff. Because it's not real armor, that'll happen. So you do that though, and we'll cut back to the kitchen as those creatures go screaming outside. And because those creatures have been dealt with, I'm going to move up the doom clock. This isn't anything that you guys did wrong. It's just when these creatures get defeated, the doom clock moves up because it's drawing closer to something happening. So it goes up by 2 points, putting us at 12 out of the 15 for this order. Those of you keep track. Yes.
Who has the knife or the knives?
The knives are both in the kitchen.
Hey, didn't people grab them?
Yeah, Moose has a knife. And
Okay.
Benny has a knife. They're both in the kitchen.
Okay. And then what was the damage for the club versus the knife?
The knife will do 1 point of damage, but it's going to ignore armor, which didn't come up before, which is why I didn't mention it. The big creepy guy outside has armor. That's why I mentioned it. Like his body is tougher. But the bat club, whatever, is going to do 2 points, but it could be negated by armor if that is a thing. Okay.
I have an idea,
Ooh, yeah.
but I
What?
think you were going back to the kitchen. So
Okay, yeah, you guys workshop over here for a second. Back in the kitchen, you guys, like I said, that form moved past the door, and then the back door. Now, those of you who were in the living room before saw this happen before. You know what's going down. The door starts to break, and then there's that glass around the door that shatters in, and a long arm bursts through and swipes at all 3 of you standing right there by the door. Unfortunately, because this is the boss monster, it gets to attack all 3 of you in 1 attack. So all 3 of you are going to actually be able to see if this hits you. It's going to roll its grit to hit you, which, because it's trying to do all of you, it gets a penalty. So instead of the 8 it would normally roll, it's going to roll 5.
Hang on, before you attack, I have a dodge ability.
Okay, what's that do for you?
I roll 1 die, and if I roll a wit, the strike automatically fails.
That's true. So go ahead and just roll that real quick before I roll.
Save that. Nope.
Oh, it's a strange though.
It is a strike.
Another tick on the clock, my friend. Rolling. He's got to try to get, oh my goodness, look at that. Not a single success in his 5 that he just rolled. So the arm bursts through and swipes past all of you, and it misses you, but you notice this big hunking arm. It gets through the back door where it couldn't get through the front door, apparently, and its hand, as it misses you, slams down into the door and rakes up it and slices a big gouge through the center of it as it starts tearing the door apart. What do the 3 of you guys in the kitchen want to do to react to this?
I'm gonna do something crazy. This is what I'm gonna do.
All right.
Marsupial tenant number 45. Oh no, I said 45. Number 54. Don't start forest fires, but we don't have much of a choice right now. And I pull out a can of bear spray and a lighter.
Okay. Awesome. This will count as a weapon. So what you're going to do is this. You're going to go ahead. You're going to roll a luck roll, and you're going to roll a wit roll.
Okay.
You need, for the luck roll, you just need 1 success for it to work.
All right.
And for the wit roll, because you're actually trying to hit him with it, you need to roll 3, because that's his ranking you have to beat when you try to hit him.
All right, let's roll a luck first.
Okay.
I want to use a Deus Ex Machina to reroll that.
Okay. Well, that is 2 successes sitting right. Oh no, this.
Look,
this
I wanted to do the luck
Luck.
first,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
which I should have.
Do you want? I'll be a nice guy. You know. Do you want to make that be your luck and you add something to it? Can you add something? Well, you still have used Deus Ex Machina, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Deus Ex Machina. I don't have any. I don't have any luck to bank. I can't bank luck.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yep.
Ah!
Ah.
Nope. So missed on the luck, and then I'm gonna roll.
Oh what? Well, hang on.
Uh,
You pull that out, and I'm gonna have you decide what isn't working: the lighter or the canister of bear spray.
lighter.
The
I'm
lighter.
Just I'll
the
just
lighter-
spray him with the bear spray if it's.
Yeah, so the lighter now, even though you have one, it's not usable. It doesn't work. That's what happened with that luck.
Well, Scoutmaster is gonna be upset that I'm not prepared. But bear spray.
Yeah, bear spray. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just spray him with the bear spray.
Okay, so go and roll the wit roll. You have to beat 3, like I mentioned before. We'll see how this does against this guy.
I don't think
It's a
I
demon
can.
from hell coming to kill you all for partying too hard. You're gonna spray it in the face with bear spray. I love it.
You said it's.
It's wit you're rolling. You have to roll 2 successes on wit, which is blue.
All right, I'm gonna re-roll that again.
Okay,
Let's see what we got. Got one.
that's 1. Not
Oh,
gonna.
1 success.
Okay, you spray it, and unfortunately, you do spray it. It goes wide. It hits the door. The thing is, its head is out of the way in such a way it doesn't hit it. What are the other 2 of you guys doing? As you're kind of panicking, freaking out. Let's start with Wells. What are you doing?
While he was trying to do that, Wells finally found the salt in a cupboard and
Yes.
is frantically trying to pour it at the edge of the doorway. And as he does that, he says, "Don't break the line!"
Awesome.
And then he's muttering some kind of prayer, and you can tell it's not like a real prayer. So he's just like, "Hey man, whoever's out there, if you could just not have us all die tonight, that'd be sweet, man."
Amazing. I don't think I need to make you roll to pour salt on the ground. Is there any sort of effect you want to have the salt thing do? Are you trying to inspire your allies, or are you just trying to make a barrier? I mean, how is this working?
Yeah, he's hoping that the movies are right and salt acts as a barrier against evil things.
All right then. Here's what I'll have you roll. Make a strange roll for me, please, because you're trying to do a magical barrier. So let's see if you, Stoner Boy Supreme, can make a barrier with table salt.
Am I strange enough today? I don't know.
Let's see.
Oh, I got 2.
Okay. 2, which is a success, so we don't get the doom clock in that either. So yeah, you pour this out, and as that happens, you're saying, the things you were saying about the bear, and you see the thing's arm, you hear a from outside, and its arm rips back through the door, and it looks like it's white hot light streaming out of its arm for a second as it rips it back out, and it seemed to have worked.
And at that, he passes the jar of salt in the air and catches it and says, "Too salty for ya?"
Amazing. Benny, what are you doing while this is happening?
Great question. I think I'm pushing back upstairs.
You know,
Calm
back
down a
upstairs?
little bit. Not all the way. To the top of the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you trying to be
I wanna
stealthy
be
again?
I want everyone downstairs to still be within like earshot of me,
Sure.
but I also want to be a little closer to wherever Dean will allow for him.
Excellent.
Yes. I'm being stealthy again, I think.
Okay. Go and roll a wit for me, please.
Hey. And 3 luck. And 2 strange.
Okay, so that's going to be 3 successes, basically, is what you get. Yeah, so
Three
you creep up
successes.
to the top
And he could
of...
push back a minute with the 2 luck.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You could.
I'll push back the doom clock a minute there.
Excellent. All right. Takes the doom clock back to 12 out of the 15 of this. And yes, indeed. So yeah, you creep up to the top of the stairs. When you creep up to the top of the stairs, you see that light coming from the end of the hall underneath the door is even brighter. It's so bright, it's like streaming out into the hallway that it's actually illuminating a stairway that's on the other side of the hall from the door that leads down to the one in the stairs that's in the living room. So, in the living room, Annalise, did you say you had a plan? You had an idea?
I had an idea.
Yeah.
I am gonna pull out a pocket defibrillator
Okay.
from my
Okay.
med kit.
Okay.
Because that's a thing now. They're only like this big.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
put the little things up, and I'm gonna try and put it on this little magic film and shock the film away.
Okay, you know what? I love this. I love everything about this. Let's do this. I'm going to do something a little wild and wacky. I want you to go and roll smarts roll, because this is technology. But
Yes.
I also want you to roll a talent die extra from what you already have. Because how many talent dice do you have in smarts?
2.
You have 2. I want you to roll 3, please.
Okay, I'm also gonna add my luck.
That's fine. You are going to need... This is the max successes that you can need for a roll in this game. You're going to need 4 successes for this to work.
Okay. Let's hope I get a roll like the last one where I had
rolling a
6
lot
of them.
Yeah, you're rolling a lot of dice though, so it could work.
Oh, 4!
Okay.
No, 3! 3 and a
Yes,
luck. And 2 lucks.
Yeah, so I see 2 smart symbols, 1 star, which is going to be 3 successes, which is not quite enough.
3. No, it's not.
Strange symbols is 4.
3. 4. There is 4. That's true. There's
4.
4 of them.
So what happens is this: you put that up
But
to
you
the
could
door.
negate one of the strange with your 2 luck.
You could.
I could. Let's negate. Well, yeah, let's negate 1. I'll negate 1.
Okay, so instead of 4, it's going to be 3. Still takes us over the edge of the doom clock. So what happens is this: as you put the defibrillator up to the door, the archway thing, and you strike it, it doesn't seem to have any effect. The pocket defibrillator explodes in your hand, and electricity shocks out of the door. The 3 of you by the door, I'm going to roll a, what would this be? I'll do strange. Yeah, I'm going to roll strange for this effect. I'm on 3. Okay, no successes for that. There is a luck. I can't bank luck because I'm the villain, as it were. So the electricity sizzles out. It doesn't hit any of you, but it makes you guys jump back in fear. And as that happens, you see outside all of that energy hardens up almost to like a stone wall, and all the light from outside is suddenly gone. The lights inside the house flick off into nothing, leaving you all in darkness. There was a weird permeating red around everything that it can still kind of be seen, even though it's pitch black in here. This happens all over the house, so everybody is in this darkness, and you all hear loud coming from all the different walls from the ceiling this chanting, "Bring me the silence! Send them away! Destroy them with your might!" And you see, in the center of the room, fire starts to burn a pentagram shape in the center of the room. And what are y'all in the living room doing?
Could
We
I
gotta
tell
go
where
upstairs.
chanting is coming from? Or was it just all over? Or could we tell it was coming from upstairs?
The sound was coming from all over.
I'm just
but-
wondering if we could tell that the sound's coming from upstairs, the chanting.
Sure. The three of you in the living room make a smarts roll to see if you could figure that out.
I get an extra one because that's investigating my surroundings.
Yes.
Well, there's my 7,
Holy.
and no strange.
Holy smokes. Alrighty.
7.
So yeah, you can tell it is coming from probably the room directly above where you guys are all standing. It would be at the top of that stairs that's off to the left in the living room here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading up that way.
Okay. Those of you in the kitchen, you hear this loud chanting as well. It sounds like Dean Winters. In fact, Benny, you can tell for sure that it's Dean Winters because you heard him chanting and doing this before. It's the same thing, but he's screaming now, and his voice is coming out of the walls. Wallpaper's peeling down the wall. There's parts of the windows that are shattering and smashing. And then there's suddenly a smell of that sulfurous kind of like lit match smell that's coming from somewhere in the house as well. So, what do you guys in the kitchen do?
I'm going upstairs.
Okay.
Dude, crazy! And like he's just flustered by the salt and the arm and the moment, so like he says his surprise and then follows after.
Good job on the salt, by the way. I would have never thought of that. And just going up.
Yeah, you think everything's kosher now?
Marsupial Scout rule number 72. Always pack salt.
I write that in to the open a little manual.
Yeah.
Just write that in.
Yeah, when you go camping, it should be one of like your main seasonings. It's great for so much stuff.
But both groups go up to the front of the stairs, and as you both come up to the top, you see each other at each end of the hall, and the light that's coming in from underneath the door for the ritual. From now, you all can tell it's the voice of Dean Winters screaming out throughout the house. You see his face and all the pictures on the walls. There's even a mirror on the wall that looks like he's standing in it. Fire and brimstone screaming, "Bring me the silence!" And what do you all do? In this final moment, you can see the wallpaper starting to bubble and peel, like the glue underneath is starting to melt and to bubble and sizzle.
Gonna move to the room that the sound seems to be coming from.
Kick that door in and bear spray him.
Yeah, I want to run and punch him in the face.
Okay.
Yeah.
You all
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I kick in the door and start spraying the bear spray. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you all converge down. Moose, you kick the door open. And as you kick the door open, right next to you, here comes Abby, just sprints into the room. As you sprint into the room, there's blood just pouring down the walls. You see Dean Winter holding the can and the bag of Fritos, and they're just burning with hellfire, this bright flame that is starting to light up his body. Just like in the mirror, bring me the silence! Destroy the children! And you can see that out of the book is a long hand just starting to come out. And there's like pentagonal shapes starting to burn into the walls and sizzle into the wall. Abby, go ahead and roll an attack roll. You're going to roll grit. So you're going to roll your full grit thing, your talent dice as well.
Okay. Unless the fart spray thing, unless he can do it faster. Or, I mean...
Bear spray. I don't know how we got here. We don't need fart spray in the
Watch
wilderness.
out for the fart spray.
The bear spray. Unless he's faster with the bear spray at the Dean. I don't know which initiative it is.
Well,
I don't want to
whichever
steal Moose's thunder.
It's all good. Whichever one do you want to go first? I'll let you do it.
You hit him. I'll spray him with bear spray. That's a dangerous thing. It got range on it, so that's up to you.
Okay, yeah. I for sure want to punch him sometime.
All right, let's roll it. Roll grit.
Okay.
Which is going to be 5 skill and 1 talent, I believe. You can use luck too if you want for extra dice in your pool.
How do I do the luck?
You just, if you want to use a luck point, you just roll another skill die on top of your 5 you already have. If you have luck points.
Okay. I don't think I've ever used any luck points.
Oh wow. Okay.
I've been using them the entire game.
Okay. Okay. It says I have 3 in the skill, or does it have to be in the talent?
So for grit, it's what you have in the skill, which is going to be 5 because you're the warrior of the group. So you're going to roll 5 skill dice. Do you have a number in talent? You have 1, correct?
Yep.
So you're going to roll 5 skill dice.
Yep.
Plus you want to use a luck, so that makes 6 skill dice.
Okay.
And you're going to roll a talent die, which is the D8.
Okay, awesome.
You could use 2 luck, but you can only bank 2 luck at a time because of your character.
Okay.
Right. Yep.
All right, and I will add 1 more to my skill, and I'll do 6 skill, 1 talent.
There you go.
Okay.
And you're looking for successes equal to the number of fists, which there is 1, and there are no star symbols, pentagram symbols, so you don't get any extra. So you have 1 success, which as you come into the room, it looks like you have 3 strange symbols. So the final doom clock for the final quarter is basically end game. If the timer runs out, you all lose. You all die. Because that's Shiver for you, baby. So that's 3 in, and because it's not enough, as you come in and you go to punch him, there is a wall of fire that bursts through the room and it cuts right through you. You're going to take 6 points of fire damage as it just burns across the front of your body. If you have any armor, it bypasses it because it's flames. And then what happens is, if your armor was to be hit, it would go down by a point, but because this bypasses armor, you don't need to worry about that. But you take 6. So... What do? You cut out for a second.
I have burn cream!
Oh, burn cream. Yeah. Okay.
Fine, I'm fine. As I just kind of like recede backwards, I'm fine.
Moose, you have the bear spray, right?
Yeah, but if fire's in the room, I don't think I want to spray it. But it's probably too late now.
Unfortunately, my friend, you already said you were doing it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm not backing down. I'm gonna double down. I'm just saying.
You're gonna roll a wit. I'm gonna have you roll. When you roll the wit, you're gonna roll an extra skill die. I'm gonna give you advantage basically because of the fire and stuff. Okay. So, tell me what happens.
That's 2 of them. No, that's smarts. Oh no, wait.
Smarts,
I want to re-roll.
Deus Ex Machina. Yeah, you're looking for the blue keys. Blue keys.
Yeah. Do I still got that extra 1?
Yep. Still, that applies to the roll even when you re-roll it. Yep.
All right, cool. So with Deus Ex Machina, I get to add another 1. So let's roll 5 of them. I got 1 success.
That's 1. 1 strange symbol.
1 strange symbol. 1 strange symbol and 1 wit.
Okay. As you spray the bear spray, it goes right into that firewall that's directly in front of Abby, and it sprays into it. Abby, you take another point of fire damage because the bear spray spreads that shit out.
I'm sorry.
And the doom clock ticks down.
Fine, I'm fine.
I am covering Abby with burn cream and doing my medic ability.
All right. Go ahead and roll your medic roll. Let's see what happens with that.
Can I just sprint forward and jump through the fire and just like tackle this guy?
You will automatically take damage if you choose to run through the fire, but you can do that.
While everyone is distracted.
None. I got none.
Okay. But
From where I looked in the
4 strange
room.
though, right?
Yeah, 4 strange, but no smarts. I rolled 7 die and I got no smarts.
All right.
We're gonna die.
Sorry about that, Benny. Go right ahead. What were you doing, sir?
While everyone is distracted.
Yes.
While he's distracted, everyone's running at him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run in, remembering where the book is. I'm just gonna make a run for the book.
Ooh, okay.
Try and grab the book.
I'm gonna call this wit.
What's happening with the book at the moment?
Where is it?
What? Yeah, where is it? Like, is there any weird shit happening with it?
Oh, there's some weird shit happening with it for sure. It's right in the center of the room on that table. Dean Winters is now on the other side of the room, so he's facing the doorway where you all are bursting into the room. So the book is in front of him. The firewall is coming out from either side of the table it's on. So basically, you have to reach into the fire to grab the book.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. So make a wit roll just to see if you grab it. You're going to need 2 successes, but you will take fire damage.
Is that die cocked?
That's one success.
No, it counts it as one. Yeah, it's one.
One
That's okay,
success.
One success. And a strange symbol. All the wallpaper in the room melts off and flies down like burnt scrolls, and you see beyond the walls, all around you, is an abyss of lava, flames, mountains, and there's all these creatures that you guys were fighting in the living room are just surrounded. There's got to be hundreds of them on little small plinths that are all around, sticking up out of the lava, all around you guys as far as you can see. It's like you're in the inside of a volcano. It basically looks like you're in the inside of hell inside this room as Dean Winters stands there screaming, "You damn children will die!" But before that happens, you jump back from sizzle of the book. You can't quite grab it and rip it off the table. You take that fire damage as well, which is 6.
6?
6. And then, Annalise, you tried to do that? I think
It didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work. So yeah, you try to bandage her up. It doesn't work. What about Wells and Riley? What are you guys doing?
So kind of seeing everyone scatter to the corners, Wells thinks about what the guy said with his ritual and looks at Benny for just a quick second before he rushes off to get the book, and he like gives a weird nod where he assumes Benny understands, like, this one's for you, man. And then just kind of puts on a theatrical air about him as he says, "You want the silence? I'm gonna bring the noise." And he bursts into Queen and he starts singing, "Don't stop me now." And he says, "I'm a racing car shooting through the sky. I'm a tiger defying the laws of gravity." And he's like trying to draw all the attention of the monsters while also like counteracting the intention of the spell.
I got to be honest with you, Annika. You're going to get a major advantage because that was amazing. Anytime you're going to drop a Freddie Mercury and Queen reference, we're good. So yeah, you run forward to do that. I'm gonna need you to roll a heart roll for that because this is a performance for sure. You're gonna get 2 die step because of your extreme advantage in this, putting it all on the line, rushing forward in this moment. To grab the book, you're gonna need 2 successes, just like he needed 2 for wits.
I'm gonna say the moment that the moment that Wells gets to the bit about 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit, this becomes a duet with Riley.
Yeah! Riley, roll a wit 2, my friend. Oh, I'm sorry, heart 2. Sorry, heart. So, Wells, you got, looks like 1 success, 1 luck. Okay. Oh man, these dice tonight, guys.
And that's 2 for
2.
Riley.
2 for Riley. So, Riley, you do get up as you join into the duet. You reach in, you grab the book, you rip it off the table. You both take that 6 points of fire. But Riley, you grab the book, you rip it off the table. That hand is reaching up, trying to grab at your face. It's going to roll. Try to get at you. It's trying to roll wit, which is the blue. That's 1. Yeah. It doesn't get to use luck. So it's trying to claw at your face, and you're kind of doing the Bruce Campbell in Army of Darkness. You're kind of like, trying to move your face out of the way as it's trying to reach up and grab at you. It can't quite get you. But when you grab the book, all around you, hell starts to flicker and burn and fall away. Dean Winters is like, "No, you nasty little child!" And he's going to reach into his cloak. He pulls out a serrated knife, and he lunges at you, Riley. He's rolling grit to try to hit you. 1. You don't have any armor, right?
I
He's
do
going
not.
to hit you. You're going to take 2 points of damage as he sinks the knife into you. I need you to.
Question.
Yes.
My would I have, because I wanted to, charge him, would I have intercepted him in any way on his
Oh,
way
you.
to Riley?
Yeah. So as he stabs into Riley, and he rips it out to stab again, you come bounding in. Roll a grit roll.
All right.
And like tackle
Roll
him, move him out of the
grit.
way.
Shrinking humans are animals, so I have to actually clear. So I subtract 1 because I'm a gentle giant, unfortunately.
Oh yes, you don't like to hurt people.
Reroll.
Okay, Deus Ex Machina. I mean, that is really just saving your bacon, man.
I'm trying.
Oh,
Grit.
there's the
Just
two. There's the 2 grit you needed. Nice. Yeah.
Yes.
So as he rips the dagger out, and he goes to stab Riley again. You just tackle him. Ooh, and you pull him away from Riley. Are you trying to? What are you trying to do? Hit him? Hurt him?
Words. Hit him. Get him. Incapacitate. Restrain. Word. There it is. There. I got it.
All right. Good to know.
Incapacitate and restrain.
Alrighty.
I have a
Good to know.
thing.
Annalise.
I have a body.
Yeah, as Moose like tackles him to the ground, presumably like right next to me because we're all clustered here.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try something weird. I'm gonna pull out my stethoscope
Okay.
and I'm gonna put it in his ears. And then put my hands over the bottom part and be like, it's quiet now.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I don't have earmuffs, so
Let's do this.
stethoscope.
Let's roll a heart roll for this because you're trying to
Okay.
persuade him. I'm going to give you 1 die step because you're technically overwhelming him right now because you're working with your allies. And I'm going to give you another die step because of the fact that you are basically going to have advantage on this because it's really creative and clever. So you're going to roll heart with a 2 added to it. So 2 extra dice.
Okay, and I'm also gonna spend my 1 luck die that I have banked right now.
There we go.
So I'm rolling 6 dice.
Okay. You're going to need 2.
Got 2 hearts.
Okay. You put it in his ears, you do that, and you look, it's quiet now, and you see him look at you. And he gets a look on his face that is pure bliss, pure joy, and he goes, it's so beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. And he looks at all of you. Shouldn't you all be in class?
We definitely should be in class.
Yeah, we're late. Right, guys?
And then he looks around to see the hellscape around. Oh no, what have I done?
It's
No.
okay. We'll clean it up.
Yeah, you're really screaming for strict rules, man.
Is anybody not gone? Everybody's gone for the round? Okay. These imps, these creatures that you guys were fighting in the living room, they all start to come down off of these plinths and start rushing in towards you guys because that was the last thing they were commanded to do. So as they start come running in, Dean Winters looks at you all and he goes, children, stay in school. Run! And there is a section directly behind you all where the doorway would have been that you see that there was an opening that is barely shimmering there. It looks like the shimmer that went outside that you try to defibrillate. It's still there. You can see the hallway past the room. Who's making a run for it? All right.
I put his hands over the stethoscope so it's still quiet, and then run.
Everybody needs to make a strange roll. You need a success of 2, and you all are going to get 1 die step because of the stethoscope thing. He's trying to help you now because of the silence. So everybody please roll strange. So whatever your ranking is in strange, roll that. Nobody in this group has talent in strange because nobody's playing a weird character, which are characters that have like magical powers and stuff. Oh, you do? That's right. I'm sorry, Wells. You do because you know about the occult and stuff. I forgot about that. And just tell me if you roll 2 or not.
I can't be assisted by allies to my floor.
Yeah.
So do I just roll the regular without the extra?
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't get the extra, even though, you don't get the extra. Even though this guy technically tried to kill you all, he's nice now, so. Did anybody get too
sweet.
strange?
I think our strange got too strange.
Nobody got too
Yes,
strange.
I did.
I think the fool got too strange.
I didn't, but I want.
You want to roll?
Yeah, I want to reroll. I always want to reroll.
Of course. That's talent. Why not use it?
I got one strange.
Okay. So, you all start making a beeline for the door. And Wells, you run through the door first. And you run through the door and you come out into the hallway. And when you look back, it looks like the hallway is intact. And you just see the doorway. Through the doorway, you see all of the other students are running towards you. They're reaching out, trying to get at you. You reach in and your hand closes in around Moose's arm. And you pull him through. And as you pull him through, right as you come through, the doorway slams shut, leaving the two of you alone in the hallway. There is a burning smell from all around in the house, and you can see it still looks burnt, it still looks all husked out. What are the two of you doing this moment as you start to realize that the house is starting to quake and fall? Part of the ceiling slaps down onto the floor next to you guys, like the house is starting to collapse.
That's not good.
Isn't there some rule, man? And he's starting to get up already. Scout rule 102. Get the hell out of here! And Wells is gone.
All right.
I write that down in a little book. What about?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. What about everybody? What about everyone else? And like, so the doorway is like gone, right?
Yeah. You look back to where the doorway was. It's a wall.
Ooh, no bueno. So yeah, I just get up on out of there.
Wooden.
You turn and you start to run. Now, Wells, because you just ran, you waited for a second, Moose. So, Wells, you get to the front door, okay? I just need you to make a wit roll. Because the house is falling down around you. I need you to be agile.
Come on, Wells!
Through the front door.
I sacrificed myself.
Moose, you're going to make the same roll at a disadvantage because you waited for a second. You have a little less time, so you have to make a wit roll as well. You need a 2 to succeed, so you're going to roll your wit. Moose, you're going to roll with a -1 to your die because you waited for a second. So, Wells, what you get?
I'm not good at this, but fortunately I had 2 luck banked, so...
Wow.
Oh,
I got 2!
So, Wells, you get to the front door and you dive through the front door, and as you get to the front door, you land on the front porch, panting, wheezing. You look back, and as you look back toward the front door, you see Moose coming down the hallway.
I'm gonna re-roll. I got 2 luck. I got 2 luck rolls. I'm gonna re-roll it. Yeah.
Right, so
I'm a master of my own fate. I got 1.
Okay, well, did you want to use? You would have said this before, but you were excited. Did you want to use any of the luck that you could have banked those 2 luck points?
No, he can't. He doesn't have luck.
Oh, that's right. Survivor Man, you don't have luck points.
Yeah, I'm cursed. The curse. My flaw is the curse. Okay. So I can't bank luck, or I can't turn back the doom clock.
So as Moose is running towards the front door, you see him stumble and slip, but he gets up to his feet. And right as he gets to the front door and he's about to come in, you reach for him again, just like upstairs. And right as you reach for him, that big fucking demon steps out from behind him and punches his hand right through his chest and rips him up off the floor and turns his head towards yours. You will not escape. And the front door of the house slams shut. And that's the end, y'all.
So the stoner is the final person.
Yeah, so wait, I have one flavor text I'd like to do.
Flavor
so at that
text it
moment, Wells is like stunned, but like almost on autopilot, he's pouring salt in front of the doorway again. And then as he turns and sits on the stoop, he lights something familiar to us all, and he takes a long drag, and he just says, well, I knew I should have taken that basket weaving course instead. As the camera pans out to the wreckage of the house.
Yes.
I want to throw the book out as I lay there dying. Get this to Scout Master, and I just throw the book out with all the tenants and all the ones that were added.
Amazing. And I think our post-credits scene will be Wells turns around wearing the scout uniform. Okay, everybody, here's what we're doing with the book. All right. So this has been Shiver. Thank you all so very much for playing. Thank you all so very much for watching. I appreciate you hanging out with us. We went a few minutes over. I swore to these guys we wouldn't go over, but you know what? We had to with that thrilling finale we had going on. I was enraptured. So thank you all very much. I have been Kevin, your Dungeon Master. No, not Dungeon Master. This game doesn't have a Dungeon Master. I have been the director this evening. I would have said that earlier, but my computer was all jacked up as, Dean Winters was summoning the demons of hell. So thank you all so much for hanging out. Real quick, I want to go around, give everybody a chance to say who they are, where they can be found, because you're going to want to hang out and see these people more often, because this was a blast. Some of these folks, this is the first time I played with them, and this was amazing. So thank you all for that. I want to start, as I see it on my screen, because I don't have my Twitch stream open right now. Let's start with Final Girl Annika. Hi, Annika. Thank you for playing. Tell us where you can be found out there.
Yeah, hello everyone. This evening I played Wells, Jeff Baki, the stoner who lived. And I am Anine Wanders on the socials. I have things going on. I meant to pull up the calendar while we were talking and I didn't. But tomorrow I'm actually debuting as a GM for live streaming on Wanderer's Haven for an Obojima one-shot, which is a new book that was recently funded on Kickstarter. Features Studio Ghibli content mashed up with Legend of Zelda. So if you want to get fun and cute, spooky, hang out with me tomorrow.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I will also be helping out with the Wanderer's Haven charity stream that they're doing on November 4th, and I assume Kev is going to talk about that more, so I'm going to let him do that. And actually, then I'm taking a little bit of a break. So if you liked what you saw and you want to hang out with me, let me know.
What time is your Ghibli stream?
It's at 8 o'clock Eastern.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's a great new system that's out. Annika has done a lot of cool prep work for it. I won't be playing it, but I am thrilled to watch it because it's gonna be awesome. It's a really cool game. I'm excited to see it. So thank you, Annika, for playing, and thank you for being here and for bringing a lot of fun stuff to Wells. I want to call him Jeff. I keep wanting to call him Jeff. Thanks for bringing lots of cool stuff to Wells, Jeff Baki. So
yes, and Jer is reminding me it's 9 p.m. Eastern.
9 p.m. You know what? That's a great thing to clarify. It is at 9 p.m. tomorrow. Thank you. Carley, thank you so much for hanging out and playing our resident nerd, which was fun. You guys almost didn't have a nerd in the game, which would have been very interesting for your health. So I'm glad that ended up happening for you all. So tell us where we can find you, what you're out there doing.
So you can find me at Carley Steichen on all the socials. I also go by Armadillo Dice. I have an Etsy shop and I make custom dice, so hit me up there. I am also available to do streaming stuff. I love playing games, guys. Let me play games. Also, I just want to plug a project that I may potentially be a part of is in Kickstarter and only has 4-5 days left on the Kickstarter to reach its funding goal. It's called The Dice Decides. It's a D&D live play show. They're trying to do funding for it right now, so go check it out if you can, and if you can donate, any little bit helps. That's me.
Amazing. Yeah, I actually didn't know about that. So I'll be rushing right over to that Kickstarter here when we're done. So awesome. Very cool. Thank you, Carley, for being here. If I'm not mistaken, this is your first time on Wanderer's Haven? That would have been covered earlier, but amazing. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Carley makes amazing dice. Made some dice for us on the production team, which are beautiful. I love them. They roll great, and they are amazing looking dice. And I mean that. So go check out our Etsy shop. So, thank you so much for playing. It was great to do this. I can't wait to do it again sometime. So. Alrighty, let's head on over to Ed. Ed, thanks for being our cool popular guy. Fun stuff. What all are you up to when you're not here? This is your first time on the stream too, right?
Yes, this was. I had a great time. I stream on Twitch as Neuromaster. A few folks might know me as Craver on Discord. This evening I played the popular guy, Riley Prince, and I had just an absolute blast playing with all of you. So thank you for the opportunity to be part of this. I had a great time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, thank you. Yeah, this was a great group. We had a full stacked list here. There's a lot of people on the screen at one time, and it was worth it because you guys were awesome. So thanks, Ed. I'm sure we'll play together again soon. I have a feeling there's something coming up, but thank you for doing this. Let's head on down to on my screen here over to Kozy. Kozy, this is your first time on the stream too, and I have a bunch of people who are debuting tonight. We didn't get to cover that earlier, so Kozy, Kozy's a lot of fun, as you all just saw. So tell us what all you're up to.
Hi guys, I'm Kozy. I stream full-time on Twitch and on twitch.tv/CozyBean, and I stream most days of the week, evenings, mornings, afternoons. I do a lot of stuff like D&D, Dungeons & Dragons Online, lots of different stuff in real life streams, like just variety streamer. And I love D&D, and yeah, I was so excited. This was my first time with everyone, and it was such a blast, so I can't wait till the next one. I think I'm gonna be with I don't know how many that we're in tonight are doing the save game one, but I know there's gonna be a lot of awesome Extra Life streams all on the 4th.
Yes, it's on the 4th for next weekend.
And they're gonna be
it's gonna be slick. It's gonna be very cool.
They're gonna be so baller. Yeah,
it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be very, very cool.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you very much. This was great to play with you, and I can't wait to play with you again. So appreciate it. Lou, we played together before, and welcome back. Yeah, it has been a while, as Jeremy pointed out earlier. I'm glad to have you back. This was awesome. So tell us a little bit about what you are up to, if you don't mind, please.
I'm glad to be back. I'm Lou. You can find me at Faye Friends Lou. Faye is spelled F-A-E on Twitter. And I am currently in a fortnightly. It's the first and third Monday of each month. Pathfinder game. Called Gods Amongst Mortals over on my friend Pluto Cleric's channel. It's twitch.tv/Pluto Cleric. Where we're trying to figure out why all the gods are disappearing.
Oh, interesting. I like that. Very cool. Very cool. Awesome. Yeah, we'll have to check that out for sure. Awesome. Well, yeah, thanks for being here. It was good to hang out with you again after such a time. But we'll do it again. I know we will. So thanks for playing. Yeah. Finally, Sid, our good friend Moose, with all of his scout knowledge, so much fun. Sid and I played together a bunch, and this was once again a great time. So thanks for being here, man. Tell us what all you're up to when you're not here.
It's always great to be here. You can find me on the socials at _Sundance Sid. So that's Threads, Twitter, Instagram, and then at Blue Sky on Blue Sky at Sundance Sid. And here on the Wanderers Haven channel, because I always pop in to do the let's plays and just do all kind of different crazy things. But search for me, reach out, say hi, and maybe invite me to your table one of these days. I'll be happy to roll some dice all over.
Oh yeah, that's right. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, man. I love what you brought to the table, as always. So this was amazing. As you can all see, this was an amazing cast of players. I had so much fun playing with you guys all. I have been the director. I am Kevin. It's director for like the game term. I'm not really directing anything. But I am found on the socials at KevRan Games. I am part of the production team here on Wanderers Haven, as well as I run a different channel. I run La Notte Eterna, which is a grimdark 5th edition setting that is a world of eternal darkness where we have an ongoing campaign. We actually are about to start up a really cool pirate seafaring type campaign, as well as a campaign of we're returning to a place called the Blood Domain where there are vampires that have enslaved humanity, and that's a lot of cool fun stuff too. We just had a Halloween episode over there last week, which you could find on the VOD, which is cool. It was like a bunch of monsters hunting a monster. It doesn't get more Halloween than that, but it's a lot of fun. As some of the others have said, next weekend, I want to make sure that you all are aware that we are doing a special all-day-long stream of a bunch of different games for Extra Life, which is a really cool organization that helps bring attention to helping out kids in need. It's part of the Children's Miracle Network of hospitals. So please come support us with that. We do take donations during that stream. What's going to be really cool is Beth Masco, who's also on the stream team. That's cool. I think I just made that up, but I liked it. The stream team, she's going to be doing a miniatures streaming thing where she and I are going to be doing some miniatures square off, making some things. We're going to talk with a special guest over there as well, which will be a lot of fun. And I think Jeremy's popping in too, if I'm not mistaken. Miko is running a game of Library Catch, which I believe Annika is playing in, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right? Yeah. It is basically they're going to be little kitties in a magical library getting into some mischief. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then I will be running a game of Save Game, which is a fate-powered game where they're all going to be video game characters in a world. There's like a virus trying to kick them all over the place. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very wacky and crazy. If you like that sort of thing, Kozy and Sid are both in it. So it's going to be great. So if you like what they brought here, it's going to be that ratcheted up because it's going to be all ages, all fun. But that's next weekend on the 4th. It's going to be starting at, Jeremy might correct me in my earbud, I don't know. That's going to start at 10 a.m., 8 a.m., 8 a.m. I remembered. It's 8 a.m. and it's going to go till midnight, baby. All day we're going to be gaming and streaming and having so much fun. So please join us for that for a great cause. I will say, too, that your donations will affect the 2 games we're playing. So if you want to see some crazy video game stuff from my save game, get some in there. You're going to have them fight some cool, crazy stuff. But anyway, this has been a lot of fun. Honestly, thank you so much. We are over, so I appreciate everybody's time. But yeah, this has been a special Halloween episode here on Wanderer's Haven. Look forward to doing it again. Until next time, we'll see you all around. Everybody, please take care of yourselves, and happy Halloween. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much.